Oh, hi there. What's up? Welcome to the stream. I guess we'll just cover some Lost Wave like we used to. Let's do it. The most mysterious song on the... Wait a minute, that can't be right. Does that say solved? This can't... No, this can't be right. This can't be right. No. The most mysterious song on the internet did not get identified while I was away. No, that can't be right. That can't be right. What about... Hold up. Before I have a panic attack, what about... Celebrity number 6. You've gotta be... That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, as soon as I disappear from the internet, for no one to even trace me, where I went, or where I came from, or where I was going, two of the biggest internet mysteries that we've come to know have been identified right at the tail end of 2024. And here I am, talking to you guys about it. How you doing? What is going on? Welcome back to everyone in the chat. Long time no see. How y'all doing? This is better than most movies. TMMS didn't get identified. You're just dreaming. Wake up. Bro, it's still like August, like... When was the last time I streamed? Like August 1st? It's August 2nd now. What are you talking about? I literally just took a nap. I woke up. I actually haven't left my seat since then. But you know what? Let's get the vibes going again. It's been a while. Let's do this right. We got jazz music in the background. We're going to talk about some mysterious shit. Former mysterious shit. And that's just how it's going to be. What's cracking, everyone? Welcome back to the stream. I'm going to wait a few moments for everyone to filter in. I guess while I wait for that, CIA is the most mysterious song. Is that the biggest mysterious song right now? Because, you know, now what? I still think The Fall of the King should be the most mysterious song right now, because that, to me, was always like right under Fall My Mind and Like the Wind. But that's a conversation for another day. By the way, wait, what did I say? By the way, I want to let you know my Roja Kato account is still blocked. Well, I'm very sorry to hear that. You know what? Just embrace the mic worst. It's the worst side of you. Just embrace it. What's going on, everyone? Yo, Max. What's up, Saber? It's been a while. Hi again. What's up, Blocktons? Wake up. It's 2013. We need to keep searching for On the Roof. Yes, 100%, dude. This potentially German band. Anyways, I guess first, before we even start with anything, while I let everyone filter in, let me just address the elephant in the room. Yes, I have gained weight. Also, why was I gone? I just had some personal things I needed to take care of. Some personal things came into my life I needed to address. On top of that, was busy with like work and other things going on in my life, so I just essentially didn't go on any social medias besides like Instagram and Facebook sometimes. So I really haven't even touched my editing software in a while. So this is the official, not only the official first stream back, but the first stream of 2025. Let's get some ones in the chat. This is going to be a good year. It's going to be our year. Just because the mysteries are done getting solved, don't mean we got to slow down. We got to keep climbing this mountain. Let's keep going. What did that say? Was Teddy always yellow? I don't know why these are color-coded. I don't remember these being color-coded. They were usually just one color. I kind of like it, actually. So, we already got 23 people in chat. Alright, well that's kind of sick. Let's get some ones to see if we're ready. I'm seeing a bunch of ones already. I missed these streams, man. I missed y'all too. I'm glad to see like everyone's just filtering back. Max, how much I gotta donate for you to watch a 26-minute video right now? It won't be right now, but you can donate whatever you want. But it'll be at the end of the video, or the end of the stream. So, alright. And then another question I'll answer real quick right now is, now that I'm, I guess, like back, like what's going to be my schedule kind of thing. For right now, just because of my schedule with my work, I'm just going to keep it to once a week. I'm going to stream. As of right now, it's going to be on Thursdays, probably at 6 p.m. But since I'm going to be doing it once a week, I'm going to try to stream for longer periods of time. Like tonight, there's no rush. It's the welcome back. We're going to have a good time tonight. We're going to cover some big shit, some little shit, some bigger shit. And we're gonna vibe tonight. That's all there is to it, alright? I'm still just as socially awkward as y'all remember me. Nothing's changed there. My goodness, I thought you were dead. Oh, I am. You got all of the Fall My Mind chat silent with this stream. I got him stunned. Y'all can't handle the Maximillionaire stream. All the Yapatronics. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The yapping's back, alright? So you can deal with it. Now, I think we got enough people in chat. Let me know if I'm too loud. I see my microphone's maxing. That's just what I do best. Let me know if I'm too loud. But let's just jump right into it, okay? I want to bring y'all back to a before time, right? There was once a song that not only started an interest in a lot of people. Thank you for the $26 donation, Teddy. I'm assuming that's for each minute. But this song pretty much single-handedly started an entire community dedicated to finding lost songs. Now, this song that was mysterious, while other songs, other mysteries online were getting identified, you know, Fond My Mind, Maniac Laugh, I'll forever keep mentioning that song, you know, and then there's other lost media that was found, like the Christmas Spirit Light, that, like, unidentified snippet of that elf from a few years ago, that was lost media. Things like that come and go, they would get solved, but still, the one thing that persisted online was the fact that the most mysterious song was not getting identified. And people were starting to theorize that it was AI generated, that it was fake, that it was from an unknown, unidentified universe that was beyond our understanding, and that the beings who created this were beyond our expectations, beyond our understanding, and above all, beyond our musical comprehension. Well, I am here to report to you, 2 months later, that the song that was regarded as the most mysterious song on the internet has not only been confirmed to be an actual song made by a band in this dimension, but it has had, unironically, one of the greatest endings, I think, to any mystery we've seen on social media. Probably to this day, because the band has been extremely forthcoming, extremely just, you know, giving to the community as to what they had to offer. And they were, thankfully, you know, for us, they were a band that when they got identified, they were people who were still actively, you know, keeping in touch with their musical roots. So it wasn't hard for them to, you know, kind of get back into it. But real quick, before we start, let me just see what Teddy wrote from the $25 or $26 donation. I don't even remember how to use Stream Elements. Is it Dashboard? Yeah, it's Dashboard. What did he say? I was right. 26 for 26-minute video. Check DMs at the end, broski. It's good to be back. Wouldn't be a Maximillionaire stream without Teddy, alright? That's why he'll forever be mod. I've made up my mind, alright? Now, don't run with that too far, Teddy. So, the Fallen King in 2025, that's what I'm going to try to put into the universe. I'm going to pray to our gods, Wang, blame it on George, and, you know, maybe on Sakura Stardust, because she's been popping off lately. Good for her. I love FEX guys so much. So yes, we're getting a little ahead of ourselves, but yes, we're going to talk about the band behind the most mysterious song on the internet. And then on top of that, not only does that get solved while I'm away from the internet, celebrity number 6 gets identified too, which we're going to cover that as well. And then on top of that, wait, there's more. The Billy Mays, 2024 was the Billy Mays of Lost Wave, but wait, there's more, because I'm pretty sure this was 2024. Waiting for the Countdown gets solved as a New Jersey band called Strike. And the song was called At Night from 1982. I know that because while I was away, I saw that got solved. I listened to the song again, and I was like, you know what? This is a really good song. But anyways, what's up, Jesse Pinkman? Welcome back. How's Albuquerque? All right. I don't know if you're going to be remembering me, but I previously called Lost Wavian. I think I remember that, bro. What's up, man? Glad to have you back here. I'm glad to see everyone back in chat. It's good to be back. I know that to the people who are waiting for my interviews. I still have to do my interview with Zero. I still have to edit my interview with Big Picture, aka Asif Ilias, and then I guess I should start reaching out to maybe more people for interviews. We'll see. Let's focus on tonight. Anyways, I got a docket ready. Doing things a little differently this time. You know what I mean? I actually have an actual docket ready that, you know, I don't know. I'm actually organized tonight. So we're going to start, of course, with just everyone here who knows, or everyone who's in this stream already knows what happened, but just for the typical Maximillionaire stream, we're going to talk about Subways of Your Mind by FEX, which the daughter of one of the musicians has confirmed that it is called FEX, not FEX, not FX, you know. It's FEX. So, FEX that into your mind. We're starting. Let's go. Q. Let's get some Q's in chat. Did you ever beat Pizza Tower? Dog, I haven't touched that since like 2023. Come on now. Come on now. Let's be real. Okay. Let's start off with just kind of, I guess, a little bit of backstory for the most mysterious song on the internet. Everyone here kind of already knows the backstory, but in case you're living with Patrick Starr, basically here's what happened. So, back in the 80s, a gentleman named Darius recorded a song from a German radio station in the 80s that, was played on radio. And years later, in 2007, his sister named Lydia would post that song online to Spirit of Radio. That song would be dubbed the most mysterious song on the internet. Now, essentially what had happened was, it was recorded in the 80s, right, from German radio station. It was eventually found to be NDR, right? So, eventually, to kind of, make the backstory a little shorter, eventually they get the NDR playlist from the 80s, and they start looking through all of the catalog for all of these songs that were listed. Now, thankfully, NDR has actually been really good and really resourceful with keeping all of their music and keeping all of their records from even back in the 80s, so it wasn't too hard to just look through lists upon lists upon lists of just bands and songs and, songs that were probably played once on the radio, all these things. And people started to notice that there were certain tags for certain numbers called amateur band. Or not called, but they were labeled as amateur band. So they were starting to wonder, hey, what does this mean? So they come to find out that, amateur band, the word band in German could also mean tape. So instead of an amateur band, this could be just an amateur tape. Well, long story short, there was a lead that resurfaces in the Lost Wave subreddit, specifically the Mysterious Song subreddit, that had been apparently visited for the first time back in 21. That is, that the song may have come from the Horfest that took place in Hamburg, Germany in the early to mid-80s. Now, Horfest has gone on from it started in the early 80s and it went on, I believe, at least until the early 90s. I'm not sure if it carried on afterwards, but at least starting in 1985, they would actually put out compilation albums for each year that they would do the Horfest. However, they didn't do it for 1983 and 1984. So, okay, so you know what? Now with some of that backstory, this is where this subreddit, this Reddit post comes in for the NDR Horfest lead. Now again, this lead had been mentioned and had been talked about a previous time. I believe I may have even covered it when I first streamed, back in 2021, 22. I believe I may have covered talking about Horfest, because I remember this being a lead a while back, but it never really went anywhere because we couldn't really find much information on it. So this is 6 months ago. Right now, this is where we have to do a little backtracking. Okay, this is July 18th, 2024, 4:50 a.m. Perfect time to be posting the subreddit. All right, this is by Successful Bread. What did that say? What did he do? Hoke Drago a hoaxer? Hoke Drago, I will steal your dairy products. What did Hoke Drago do? Q sucks? Down with Q? Damn, bro. I remember when I was streaming beforehand, Q had, no enemies. Now that I'm back, Q has an enemy. That's buckwild. Is Drago a hoaxer? Probably. Anyways. Just when I thought he was out, he pulls me back in. Good to see you, VCC. It's just what I do best. Alright, we're already at 30 viewers. I haven't even been streaming... Take two. I haven't even been streaming for 15 minutes, and we already got 30 viewers, alright? What channel under 1,000 subscribers is doing that, okay? Let's continue. So, this is posted by Successful Bread. NDR Horfest, 1984. This might be our show. This comp was run by NDR in September 14th and September 15th of 1984 at Fabric, Hamburg, Germany, to highlight new bands. It was a process or a program that, all German bands from around the country that were amateur, up and coming, could submit themselves into these NDR, essentially radio festivals, where I believe the way they worked was the select few would be played on radio and then they would perform live in front of an audience for a cash prize. I believe that's what they were playing for. And I think regardless of if they won or not, they were played on radio. That's why they had this, all of these songs in NDR's catalog, or, all that stuff. Maximilian about to be Maximillionaire with all these viewers, bro. I'm pretty close. You guys don't have to do anything, but, if you want to get me to 1 billion, it's always appreciated. I'm a bit dumb. Same. Maximilian to 1 million subs in 2025. That's the goal. All right, we're going to get to 1 million subs. All right, I'm changing my New Year's resolutions. Forget working out. Forget going to work. Forget all that fun jazz, all right? We're going to hit 1 million by December 31st. Let's get it. All right, anyways. Looks like many were then played on NDR September 17th, and we've been missing time from the shows on this date and is very near likely recording dates for TMS. In the later description from 1988 album, the Horfest is a major event that has been held annually in Hamburg since 1983. A great success for NDR, which had launched this event in cooperation with the Cultural Authority of the Free and Hanseatic City of Hamburg. The Horfest is not meant to be a competition in the conventional sense. Instead, it aims to open the doors of public interest to many young and lesser-known musicians. So yeah, like I said before, I do believe they were playing for a cash prize, but still, I think regardless of if they won that, they were able to be broadcasted on radio, even if it was only one time, just by entering this. So, hello people, I am Michael Cia. Oh, Michael CIA, the CIA creator. For context, Max, I'm a bit convertible in Lost Wave community. I'm assuming that's supposed to say controversial. If that's controversial in Lost Wave community, I've really been gone for a long time, haven't I? Lost Wave cover tier list when we gotta do that. That's right. We gotta. There's a lot of things I still gotta do on this channel, which I'm not even gonna say them because I know every time I say them, I don't do them. So I'm just gonna hush. Is Max really a millionaire? Billionaire. Sorry. You know, I heard. Never mind. No, I heard that people in Saudi Arabia that own oil are actually being close to trillionaires. So I have new enemies now. I have people I need to, beat. So 2026, we'll worry about that. We'll worry about the trillions in 2026. Now, there is no list of performers or albums for the 1984 Horfest, a fake. Looks like they started doing albums of the Horfest the next year, and there's not much info anywhere about the 84 show. Yeah, like I said, they started doing compilation albums and releasing them starting in 1985. Hey Max, have you listened to Gold Rush? I have not. Is that like the new up-and-coming Lost Wave song? Alright, so then in this post, I actually looked back at the last time I streamed, which I think was August 1st. We actually went over this exact subreddit post, because I remember looking at this image right here specifically. I remember we went through some of these lists, or some of the bands on this list. Yeah, because I remember looking up Twilight, and I saw Wang had covered that band in his video, and I remember looking them up, and I think Die Zwingli and Die Blitzkrieg, I think we also cover them as well. Apparently they're Calypso, or that's the name of the song. But anyways, I want to direct your attention now to a comment that was posted by a user named Stemby17. Okay, now Stemby is German. He comments, again, this is 6 months ago, this is on July 18th, 2024, at a reasonable time at 5:24 p.m. Now, he said, very interesting things. I was also just browsing a bit online, I'm a German native, and stumbled upon the archive of Hamburg. There I found entries for Horfest 1983, 1984, and 1985. It seems that the archive has, for 1983 and 1984, 2 containers, or packaging units, not sure how to best translate Behaltnis in this case. If there's anyone in chat who speaks German, let me know how my pronunciation is. But for 1983, it mentions that these units contain newspaper clippings, posters, and so on. It also says that there's no access restrictions and that it is public. Besides someone living in Hamburg and going there, it seems that they have some kind of digitalization service where they can scan stuff for you. However, it seems very old school and bureaucratic to me, so I haven't fully understood how it works. Okay, so now where we are in this situation is Stemby is saying that there's actually a way to find the archives for the 1983, 1984, and 1985 Horfest. But because the way was so barbaric, and I remember Wang's video covering it, saying that you really pretty much couldn't do it online, you had to do it in person. He's pretty much saying, if we could find a way to get these archives, because it's not really easily accessible online, then, we will absolutely do that. So that's when another user comes in, and he actually finds the actual instructions to obtain these archives. All right, and this is uploaded to the Mysterious Song subreddit. I believe, were all these? Yeah, was this? Yeah, these were. Yeah, this was also the Mysterious Song subreddit. This is uploaded on July 19th, 2024 by a user named 94XCYK. He says, NDR Horfest 1984 follow-up. Contacting Stat Sardakiv Hamburg, how to do it. That's the archive thing that they're trying to obtain information for. So, it's another FEX Tracks Max. It's another FEX Track Max. Oh, what was it? The Gold Rush song? Okay, yeah. So I have not listened to it yet. I did see that on their channel. FEX actually did upload 2 other songs, which I believe are is Gold Rush the other song, one of the other 3 songs from the EP that came from, or is that a different one? Because I know that there's a different version, which I'm getting ahead of myself now, but there's a different version of Subway on Your Mind that apparently is the earlier version than the version we know of that appeared on the demo tape in 1983. And that's like a 4-minute long version, which that's, I guess, the original version, which I thought that'd be the more produced and full song, but apparently that's like the yeah. So anyways, I just kind of lost my train of thought. It's been a while, guys. All right, it's been what, like 5 months since I've streamed. It's good to be back, but I'm a little rusty. So bird shit maxing. Still waiting for Talking Hands to be officially uploaded. Ain't about that. Jack of Least. What? Okay, anyways. Yeah, anyway, so this post right here, again, uploaded by 94XCYK, actually believes he has found the way to obtain these archives. So this is a pretty long post, so we'll go through it. He says, possible lead. To take a lateral pass from the truly sensational and tremendous work of Successful Bread and Stemby in the last 24 hours, and he references the thread we just looked at, I took the ask of both users to find out a way to access the 1983 and 1984 Horfest documents that they discovered are held in Hamburg's local government archives. In short, I am confident I am not the only one who has optimistic belief that, in light of today's discussions, and in also knowing that pre-1985 Horfest information being almost completely scant on the public-facing internet, that our answer to just who did indeed perform TMS is very likely to be in this location, waiting for a proper request and review. As Stemby17 said themselves after finding this likely Horfest treasure trove through the Hamburg.de online research portal, the navigation of the website was indeed very old school and bureaucratic. I think he meant to say barbaric, because it sounds like it's barbaric. Determining how to make a request to access/view this information was not clear or straightforward, but between my limited German language understanding and some translation tools, I believe I have found the official how-to steps to request access and viewership to these and any other Staatsarchiv Hamburg archival materials, and it appears to be a fairly open and straightforward process in the German language at least. So thankfully, it was easy enough for them that as long as they knew the process, it wouldn't be too hard for them to obtain this, because it was publicly available information and it was available to the public, so there weren't any like government restrictions or any sort of like encryption or anything like that, because it's sensitive information. So that's good, you know what I mean? Hey Max, have you heard of the new most mysterious song in Brazil, Os Pepinos da Vovó Nasceram Motos, has been solved? I have not. I haven't even heard that song. I have not been keeping up with Lost Wave much, so I think once a week when I start streaming again like this, again, I want them to be longer streams, but it will only be once a week, at least for now, until I can find more room in my schedule. This community's brain rot? Yeah. I think, whatchamacallit, wow, I completely lost my train of thought. What the hell? What was I? Wow, I just completely lost my train of thought. What the hell? Anyways. To be fair, every community is. No, that's true. Max, sorry for drama. For some reason, drama happens a lot in Lost Wave. It's weird. Why? Is there drama happening in the chat? I'm not even paying attention, but... Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I remember what I was going to say. Yeah, so... Since I'm only going to be streaming once a week, I think it'd be better if I, like, do, like, doc. It's kind of like I'm doing right now. And I think just to kind of really get back into the Lost Wave groove of things, I think I might just start, like, uploading in those doc. It's just, like, Lost Wave songs that are, like, kind of up and coming. A lot of people are talking about them. They're making waves. And kind of going over them, Kind of like we used to. And then if not, then, I guess we can just do, like, some gaming or whatever shit. Who got timed out? Why can't be friends? I mean, alright, if Hook Drago is like a troll, then yeah, just ban him. Like, I don't feel like dealing with that shit. Like, and if he's just being toxic in the chat, then yeah, just time him out, ban him. Like, we don't need any of that shit, so, yes. But anyways, so, where was I? as I noted above, we're going to continue with this. He's a known troll? Okay, yeah, so then just block him, get rid of him, ban him, queso him, whatever you got to do. That's all we need. As I noted above, and as I think many here will agree, this is as good in CERN an archival lead as any I can recall, on par with the Ubiquitos ongoing Stasi request, and filing a proper and controlled request may just allow us to see the light at the end of this search's tunnel. So, mods and main contributors, may one of you coordinate and delegate one of this subreddit's all-stars who is German-speaking in the Hamburg, Northern Germany area, or well-versed in the archival request efforts previously undertaken, to file a request with Starskeef. I hope I'm saying that right. Please, if anyone in chat wants to correct me, don't be afraid to do so. Who else got banned? Hoopty Drago leaked Baskery's IP, if I recall correctly. Why did he get timed out? Max definitely scared of bird shit. Oh, I'm terrified of it. Anyways, what was I saying? So, to file a request with the Starskeef Hamburg to request access to the relevant reference codes as discovered by StemB17. So, like, the post that StemB17 had put in the previous thread we looked at were, like, the reference codes that StemB had discovered, from searching online through himself and finding the Hamburg archive. So, I guess that's what you have to do. That's, like, the actual process. You got to go to, like, either Hamburg's official government website, or you got to go in person to file a request to, gain access to these. But I guess in order to do that, you need these reference codes. So, yeah. So, stop talking about the known troll, please. Thank you. Max, have you heard of Lost Wave posting on Zitter? Lamo, he didn't know about the Lost Wave at all. Yeah, apparently, like, this community has grown. I've seen it since I, kind of stepped away for a bit. So, like, I'm not surprised it's grown to have trolls, but, just, obviously just block him. If he comes in again in, like, an alt account, just block him again, too. So, whatever. Anyways. Where was I? Reference codes discovered by StemB17. I can provide the appropriate URL section of the Starskeef Hamburg website for filing an archives request to the mods for proper distribution once approved, so as to not have anyone act prematurely on this lead. Right, so as Successful Bread said in the preceding post, this could very well be the answer to the mystery we've all been looking for, and I couldn't agree more. Let's get someone to get it right and get it done. Like, that'll work. So, after he does that, right, there's an update. It's from this post, right? So, this is Purple Dog with Spats. So that post that we just looked at was July 19th, 2024. This is from August 10th, 2024. So this is a little bit after, right? So this is by Purple Dog with Spats, all right? So this is like a little bit of an update. So he says, this post is a follow-up to Snigel Pasta's post, which is a follow-up to Successful Bread's post, which is in itself a follow-up to OK Horse's post, which I think I know what this one is, right? Oh yeah, it's like he brought this back up way back in May. I think this is when we covered it. Or like someone brought it to my attention on stream and we covered it then, but Max, check check DMs? Okay. What is bird shit? I need to know the lore. I have no idea. People just started mentioning bird shit in chat. Not entirely sure what it is, but hopefully it can bring you good luck, like real bird shit does when it lands on you. So anyways, this post is also a result of actions made as a follow-up to StemB's initiatives and 94XYCK's encouragement. Thank you to, you all, which is the post we just covered. Last week, a friend from Hamburg visited the local state archive for Horfest research. He did so because he had time and learned that the expenses of digitization, all the requested documents would have been ridiculous. Right, so yeah, I remember Wayne covering that on his channel as well. Like, to digitize like all of the archives and stuff, it would just be a crazy amount of money. And I think it talks about it here. Yeah, it does, with the 25 and 75%. All right, so we'll get into it. So he says he requested everything available for 1983 to 1985. Most 1984 documents were unavailable due to a request for digitization. They will be available next week upon my friend's return visit. Ready for him last week was a big pile of documents, only documents, including a lot of newspapers, articles, letters, some pamphlets, and posters. No audio or footage has been archived. The documents available last week contained 75% irrelevant administrative/bureaucratic info. Example, requests for funding, billing, internal communications with authorities, yada yada. And 25% potentially relevant info. Now, the 25% useful info has been scanned and is being reviewed by a small group of search members with the help of 2 German native speaking mods, Lord Elin and Johnny Me Too. Okay, so now, I don't know where it says it, but apparently, like, even though they were able to cut it down to just 25% relevant information, there were still about 1,000 pages of info that they had to look through, and these pages containing, newspaper articles, pamphlets, posters, things like that, all just, papered things, nothing audio or no, footage or anything like that. So this is why they actually got a team together to search through this 25%, because there was still so much to look through, right? So then, is it? No, it's not that one. So then, where is it? Okay, so no, my bad. It is this one. So now I believe this guy's name is pronounced Marin 1412. So now this is coming in November 4th, 2024. That was all the way back in August 10th, 2024. So now Marin, we got to give a little backstory here. All right. So now Marin, he's a part of the team that's searching through all of these archives for Horfest from 1983 to 1985, right? And while he's looking through all of these articles, he comes across a newspaper article for a band all the way from Kiel, Germany, which is way up in the north, called FEX. I believe it's Kiel, Germany, right? Yeah, Kiel, Germany. It's like way up in the north, right? So he finds a newspaper article about this band, FEX, and there's one specific little piece of information about this band that really catches his attention. The name of one of the band members, Michael Hadrick. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Again, never will be good with pronunciation. Never will even attempt to be. So it is what it is. Now, the reason why this name stuck out to Marin so much was because back a while ago when he was looking through more bands that made it onto the Horfest 1983, 1984 music compilation and all that stuff, or that was a part of the 20 that were selected in 1983. He remembered that Michael Hadrick was a band member in a band called Fret. Now, Fret was a band that they started in Germany. I believe Michael started it. He went to Philadelphia for a while, came back to Germany, restarted the band, and then by 1983, they got onto the NDR Horfest. I believe it was the 83 one, and they were able to play, they got on the, onto the compilation, and they were, like I said, they played. So that really caught Marin's interest because he remembered seeing his name in there. So he was able to eventually reach out to him, and he reached out to Michael Hadrick, who he found out was not only still musically active, but was still pretty active on social media and online as well. And he seemed to be pretty tech savvy too. Kind of know what he was doing when it came to like posting his media that he was doing nowadays online. So reaches out to Michael Hadrick. Let's catch up on chat real quick. All right, we're good. Reaches out to Michael Hadrick, right? And actually, I think this is where this post comes in. So let me just read this post. So this is Marin 1412, and this is again posted on November 4th, 2024, and mark that days in the history books because that's the day that he posted to the Mysterious Songs subreddit that the most mysterious song has been found, and the song is called Subways of Your Mind by a German band that was in fact German called FEX. All the way from Kiel, Germany, reigning way up in the north, literally proving to us that on a geographical level, these guys are above us all. All right? Now, all I can say is this. All I can say is this as I clean my glasses and look at you guys in the eyes. Billy Knight, I want you to look at this and I want you to see what is happening to this band FEX. And I want you to look at how many of thousands of subscribers that they have. How many people have bought their vinyl that they've reissued with the Subways of Your Mind on it, along with a few other songs. It's essentially sold out, right? And I want you to look and realize that you will never have that because all you had to do was just be honest and be like, yo, boys, this ain't my song. But instead, you try to claim that it was your song back in 2021 and that it was by your band Statues in Motion. Now, granted, Statues in Motion is a good band. What you guys did make was good. But you guys ain't FEX. Or, excuse me, you guys ain't FEX. Just the FEX. Slovenia. Max, Subways of Your Mind. Yeah, dude, I made the song. It was me the whole time. This whole thing was an experimentation. Me streaming, me starting this channel. All to lead to this night tonight. To reveal to you guys that it was me who made this song. Max, I know we're talking about, like, the win, but have you ever listened to Witchfinder General after I mentioned them? Oh, I do remember you mentioning them to me. I have not. I do apologize. They just completely slipped my radar. If we're doing, like, reactions tonight and stuff, you know, I do have a 26-minute video I gotta watch, but if we have time, you know, you can send them to me, and if not, I can do it next stream. Because, yeah, that's just gonna be, for now, once a week on Thursdays. That's when I'll stream. The Statues in Motion album is really good, though, in my opinion. Yeah, that's what I've heard. I haven't listened to it in its entirety. I've heard a few songs from it. It is good. Like, again, I'm not taking that away from them, but I just hate when, like, people, like, just lie when, like, you know that they know that it's not them, right? Like, Billy Knight knew that this wasn't them because this is a completely different band. They were Greek. This band is German. So, yeah. FEX featuring Eddie Edmond feels like a Subway. Oh, man. Man, I can't believe Statues in Motion made Like the Wind. Isn't that crazy? They made the winds. Anyways, let me read this. Let me read this post. So this is by Marin. So he goes, so here's the story in short. This is when he announced that Subways of Your Mind is called Subways of Your Mind, and it's by a band called FEX. About 2 weeks ago, I came across an old newspaper article in the Northwest Zeitung archive while researching Horfest bands. The article was about a band called FEX from Kiel, who won a talent contest in Bremen in September of 1984, and the music was described as rock with wave and pop influences. It also mentioned their members, and one of them I recognized from a Horfest 83 band called Fret. I managed to get in touch with him and asked him if he still had some of old material from those bands, this gentleman being Michael Heydrich. He then sent me some of the songs he made with FEX and Fret, and lo and behold, one of them was titled Subways of Your Mind. It's a slightly different version from the one we know, but he essentially just he didn't even realize what he was doing, but he just without even realizing it, solved one of the biggest internet mysteries that we've known of to this day. Like, because it's not like when Marin reached out to him, it didn't say anywhere that he, like, actually sent him an audio clip of the most mysterious song saying, hey, did you guys make this? Michael Heydrich, from everything we've gathered, it seems like he just sent him this alongside a few other songs saying, hey, here's some of our other work. And then when, you know, Marin looked at that and was like, that says Subways of Your Mind, that's one of the lyrics, played it, and heard that fucking opening riff, he was like, so let's play the version that Michael Heydrich had actually sent Marin. Okay, this is the 4-minute version. Is this the... Yeah, okay, see. Not sure why one earbud's working for me, but let's just go, because this has been uploaded to the their YouTube channel. Video! Okay. I literally just watched it today. Well, it literally was just on here today. Alright, that's crazy. They knew I was streaming, so they privatized it. Anyways. Alright. This is the version that was sent him. Now, this is the version that is found on the 1983 demo tape. This is a little different than the version that we know of, which, again, apparently is a newer version. Like, this is the original version. The one that we know is, like, you would think would be the demo version. It's not the real version, right? Because it sounds a little more raw, a little more darker, and you think this would be the more polished version. But no. What is happening in chat right now? I see, like, another person got banned. Drago is back. Oh, my God. Just keep ignoring him. Just, you know, Zero, keep doing what you're doing. I appreciate it. I think Teddy and Zero here should be good. I don't think I need any more mods. We should be good. I don't know where Red Hood is, but probably because I didn't tweet that I'm live, because I never use Twitter anymore. But, anyways. Let's catch up on chat. Are we good? Did you see the leak of FEX before Marin Solve? I did not, no. I didn't realize it was kind of a leak beforehand. Because I had never heard of this band, FEX, or be mentioned in the search during the search for Like the Wind. I know that afterwards, another song of theirs got found. I think it was called Jenny, which, funny enough, right? There was another Lost Wave song called Jenny. Wasn't them, but it'd be kind of sick if it was, you know? That's not official. Max, please make the stream sub. Make the stream sub only so this motherfucker doesn't join. Oh yeah, you know what? That's actually a good idea. All right, everyone, like, subscribe real quick. You know, just only for the sole benefit of you guys. You know, it's totally not like to benefit my channel anyway. But yeah, just go on ahead and hit subscribe. Let's do it where. How do I change the settings? So, only subscribers can chat. Hold on. Community moderation. Let's see here. Standing moderators. Hidden users. Comments. I'm just trying to make it where, like, how do I do that? I've never done that before. I make YouTube streams sub only. How do you do that? I'm gonna do this real quick, chat. What does that say? So on YouTube Studio. Okay, let's do that. Enjoy my face, guys. Just so we can take care of the troll bullshit. Be subscribed for at least 30 minutes to an hour. Yeah, that's the rule. Because I know some channels I've watched who have live streamed have done that where, like, you know, you have to subscribe to them in order to view, in order to message in their streams. So, is that right? Click stream. And then, what does that say? Stream. Oh, no, I think I gotta go to my actual stream right now that I'm on. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate that. Here we go. Who can send messages? Subscribers. We'll do 20 minutes. Now, you know what? We'll do 30 minutes. Just to be safe. We'll do 30 minutes. So anyone who you know is already subscribed, you should be good. Subscribers only. All right. So everyone in chat, just go ahead and chat. Chat is now open to subscribers only. Yes, yeah. So we should be good now. So if you want to troll me, you gotta subscribe. All right. I wish I could make it where if you want to troll me, you have to pay, but it is what it is. All right. So now we got that taken care of. Let's continue, shall we? We are going to listen to the demo version from 1983 of Like the Wind. I'm a subscriber. Be proud. You are now officially a millionaire. Fun fact about me, if you subscribe to Maximillionaire's channel, you automatically become a millionaire. I didn't say in what, but you become a millionaire. I didn't say in dollars, but you become a millionaire in something. Alright, how to make... Alright, we can get rid of that. Alright. Alright, let's do this. So, this is Subways of Your Mind, the 1983 version from their demo tape by FEX. More synth work, okay.
Like the wind, you came here running. Take the consequence of living.
One thing I'll say, because I was looking at the lyrics for this song today, the lyrics were actually pretty close for the most part. Oh, what's up, Red Hood? Welcome to the chat. Yeah, we had to do subscriber only mode because, one, I forgot you could do that on YouTube, and two, you know, trolling. Max, I'm repeating what Rojo said, but this is unofficial. Oh, well, I mean, Are you talking about the lyrics or like what like this has been uploaded? You mean or the channel? I mean, fuck it. Even if this is unofficial, like this right here, this topics channel, screw it. You know, because this is the version that was sent to Marin. I don't know. I keep saying that. I don't know why I said that with a tongue roll, but you know. But yeah, so Max, what you're saying? I've been a millionaire for about a year and a half and haven't noticed. Look, man, I don't tell people how to do their finances, right? So if you've been sitting on a rock of $1 million for over a year and a half now, look, don't sue me. That's on you, dog.
Take the consequence of living. There's no space.
Oh, guess you just subscribe to me. I won't say his name.
It's communication. Shake it out, but the sun will never shine. Paranoid anyway.
Is this the same as?
Like
Okay, this is it. I was like, the vocal sounded weird. I was like,
some ways of your mind. Like the wind blowing from somewhere.
wait.
Let a smile be your companion. There's no place for any sorrow. Time for young and
How do you do
restless dreaming. Shake it in, shake it out, but the sun will never shine. Paranoid anyway, in the top ways of your mind.
Now I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if anyone else is feeling this. I think I like the other version that we've heard. I think I like that version a little bit better. It's a little bit faster pace. Has a bit of a, I don't know if I want to say darker tone, but a little bit more of a grittier sound, I guess. This again seems more polished, which, you know, which I'm surprised. This is the, you know, which I guess makes sense because I don't know, maybe they wanted to go for a darker tone because this is again the demo version, and like the version we know is a later version, so it's like were they trying to go for like a darker tone or like a grittier tone when they did the version that we know? I mean, who knows? No, I agree. I like the Spirit of Radio version more. I don't know if it's just because it's quicker, but yeah, I like the bass on it too more. Subways of Your Mind by FEX. The demo version. 1983. What do we think of it, boys and gals? As much as I want to stay and watch, especially after a long return back from your break, I gotta go. Take care and stay frizzy. Stay safe, Red Hood. Thanks for coming by. Signing out. I like this one, but I like the vibes of the Darius tape version more. I agree, because, I don't know, it sounded like it was meant to be lost. This just sounds like a regular demo from a regular band. I'm not saying it's not, the most mysterious song anymore. Of course it is. Like, it'll always have that title, but just something about the Darius recording, it sounded like a little more lurky or, murky, But maybe it's just because we have hindsight now that it is solved. It's like, oh, well, duh, now, of course it's Subways of Your Mind by FEX, Duh. It's been 2 months since solved. Listen. Okay. All I know is that I took a nap, I woke up, and it was no longer 2024. It was no longer August. It was cold outside. I was scared. I hadn't eaten in months. I lost a lot of weight, and now I'm here. So, this being solved 2 months ago, regardless of however long ago it got solved, I'm still going to cover it today. So, that was Subways of Your Mind by FEX, right? So now, you're probably wondering, okay, now that we actually have information, or now that we have the name of the band, the name of the song, who is the band? Who is FEX? Like, all right, we know that they're from Kiel, or they're from the 80s. A guy named Michael Haydrick is in them. So, like, all right, what else do we know about them? Well, like I said previously, thankfully that they were, or at least Michael Haydrick was a guy kind enough to still be relevant, or still be active to this day, not only with his music projects, but online as well. And now, we have not only this right here, but we also have a live performance from FEX. We have, there are interviews, video interviews of them. They're in German, and I don't feel like kind of sifting through translations and stuff. But there's a Reddit AMA with Michael Haydrick that goes over all information covering Like the Wind, or excuse me, Subways of Your Mind. So we're going to be going over that as well. And on top of that, they now have their own YouTube channel where they have uploaded not only Subways of Your Mind as well, but they've uploaded multiple other songs such as Gold Rush, Heart in Danger, which I have not listened to yet, but they've also uploaded a 1985 live performance of them playing Subways of Your Mind live at the Roxy, which I believe is in Germany. But first, this is the original cassette demo.
Join Planet Fitness and save $28 or more. Just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends January 10th.
Yeah, that's the version we just listened to. Okay, so, anyways, Heart in Danger, Talking Hands. Wait, they didn't upload Talking Hands. Is that like, cause I saw someone mention that in chat. Is that like one they haven't uploaded yet, or FEX Talking Hands? Is that... Oh no, there it is. Okay. Anyways, all right. So let's learn a little bit about this band. So they, since this whole thing has happened, right? I know like everyone kind of already knows about this, but since this whole thing has happened, they have since started their own YouTube channel, which has garnered about 30,000 subscribers, right? They've uploaded, again, the Subways of Your Mind, the demo version. They uploaded a live, unplugged rehearsal, which I think we should watch just because it's cool to learn about. And then we'll also listen to these other songs. We can take a look at this rehearsal here, but I kind of want to, I guess we should touch more upon, like, more info about the band. Like, let's look on their, like, links. They have a link tree. Here's their Bandcamp, right? So this is where people have been, like, mostly buying their stuff, right? It's this page right here, their Bandcamp page, which now this should have information as to the guys, right? Here we go, yeah, because I wanted to shout out the musicians as to who's actually in FEX, right? So the main vocalist, is a guy named Tor Rukwart. He's the vocalist and guitarist. Michael Haydrick, he does keyboards, guitar, backing vocals. Norbert Zierman does bass, and then Hans Reimer Sievers does drums. Now, funny enough, when these guys first initially got back together, it was just these three guys who initially were getting back together. But then shortly after, Hans realized that his old bandmates were getting all the attention, and they were, talking about this song that they had made, which was Like the Wind, an internet mystery for years. So then he eventually, started, like, becoming online, or active online and stuff. So now pretty much the whole band is aware of this whole just thing going on with them, with Like the Wind, their Subways of Your Mind, and again, it's just really cool to see because they're going with it. They've been putting, I still have yet to get a physical album of that demo or that EP because I said it years ago. I don't care how much it costs, but when Like the Wind gets solved, or I think I said that for Fallen King. Same thing with Like the Wind. I told them that however much that costs, I would just get the vinyl if it's on vinyl in any way, So I gotta buy that eventually. So, right. So this is their Bandcamp, right? These are the guys that I just mentioned, right? And we can find a photo of them, right? FEX. Yeah, here we go. I believe that's Michael right there. I don't know. Yeah, he's a keyboardist. That must be Hans. That's the bass player, and then that's got to be the guitarist and singer. Oh no, I think this is the guitarist and singer. I think they said this was the singer, but yeah. And now, it's a big deal, right? When it has a Wikipedia page made about it, regardless of if the Wikipedia page is accurate or not. It's a big deal, especially if it comes from the internet, if it makes it onto Wikipedia, right? Like, when I saw Panchico get its own Wikipedia page, then, like, Paula Toledo, How Long, everyone knows that. Now this, it's like, it's a big deal when that happens, right? Because we've seen, to our community, Lost Wave, we've seen big bands and, like, songs get solved, but then not have a Wikipedia page for it. Like, for example, Feels Like a Wish isn't on here, right? Feels Like a Wish. Yeah, Follow My Mind. That's not on here. And that was a pretty big solve. But, I know everyone knows that is. I think Paula Toledo is too, right? Yeah, How Long, right? So, it's a big deal when that happens. So, this kind of gives a little more history about, like, how they had formed and stuff, which I'm assuming this is going to go over or probably, like, correct and confirm once we go over the AMA with Michael Haydrick. But, I guess we can just kind of touch upon the history of this band. So, according to guitarist Tor Rookwart, FEX started in a rehearsal room in the Heikendorf industrial area. His wife, Ilona, was the lead vocalist before she went on maternity leave, prompting him to become the singer. That is interesting lore that I would not have guessed about. The name of the band derives from a southern German slang word akin to zealot or nerd, regarding someone passionately enthusiastic about something, right? So by 1984, the band's lineup consists of Rookwart, keyboardist Michael Haydrick, drummer Heinz Reamer Sievers, and bassist Norbert Zierman. FEX started to gain more exposure outside of Kiel with their participation in the Newcomer Show music competition, which was hosted in 1984 by radio and television personality Manfred Sexwar, and organized by Hamburg-based insurance broker Zeus. So that's what he's doing on his off time. The competition was held at the Die Glock Concert Hall in Bremen, where the band beat out 7 other finalists. One of the rewards was the contribution of a track, Jenny, to a top hits compilation album that was later released in 1985. I did see that, yeah, the Jenny album or song that I mentioned earlier. So, they had entered that competition, and the way that competition worked was they would perform in front of a live audience, and whichever performance was the loudest, and they would use like a decibel tracking meter to see which was the loudest, they would be able to appear on that compilation album. I don't know if there was a prize money for that one, but this band won, which was pretty cool, and they were able to appear on that album, which we'll find it later. I'm sure it shows up on their Discogs if they have one. Jenny Is So Peak, haven't listened to that one either. The other Jenny song, which turned out to be Janny, which is actually a former Lost Wave song, another really good song. Bro doesn't use U-Block Origin. Heart in Danger is really good. Talking Hands gets stuck in my head like once a week, and like specifically the opening guitar. This is still really new to me, so I forgot people have already had time with this band, right? Like I forget. I keep forgetting tonight that this happened like 2 months ago now, over 2 months ago, right? It's happened last year, and here I am, just crawling and just seeping for any like derivative of attention I can get from this story. I'm doing the same thing with Celebrity Number 6, and none of you can stop me. Wikipedia is more open source. No, I get that, but it's just, again, like I feel like in order for something to make it onto Wikipedia for people, that has to be a large enough, I feel like, following or community to it, right? Like, you don't just put anything on Wikipedia, at least when it comes to musical artists and stuff, from my experience. But So most of the Lost Wave pages are more fan craft than anything. That's still cool, though. Are you going to ask someone from FEX to do an interview? I'm going to ask the whole band to do an interview. I would love to, obviously, you know. Of course, I have to take care of 2 other interviews first, because, again, I just kind of dropped everything, and I got to get back into it, so, you know, I got to do those first, then I got to focus on, like, who I would interview next, and then I also have other plans that I want to work on for the channel, but, you know, those will come in due time. So, anyways, this is the Wikipedia page. Those are the lyrics. What else I wanted to show? That is the band page. This is the Bandcamp, and they say on their Bandcamp, we are extremely proud to present the official vinyl release of Subways of Your Mind by FEX, a track that captivated music enthusiasts worldwide. It's the most mysterious song on the internet, or short, TMS. After years of speculation, the song's origins have been confirmed, and now, for the first time ever, it will be available on a 7-inch single. Don't miss this chance to own a piece of music history. Well, sold out. Well, that's downloadable available, right? What about the limited vinyl? Also sold out. That's wonderful. I gotta wait. Limited to 1,000 copies. They're gonna put out more, right? They are gonna put out more, right? Please note, maximum order is limited to 2 copies per customer. In total, we will cancel orders, including 2 copies of each option. Maximum order for test pressing is 1 copy, but you can still add 2 copies from regular editions. The release features the original demo version of the song recorded in 1983, faithfully restored and remastered. The single is backed with Heart in Danger, an equally stunning track from the band, also taken from their original demo cassette. Tor Rukwart, songwriter and singer of FEX, even considers this as his most favorite. And I saw someone in chat saying that it gets stuck in their head like once a week. Oh no, that's Talking Hands. But someone also said that Heart in Danger is also really good too. So we're going to check both of these songs out in a minute. Also note that the digital release is exclusive to Bandcamp. We have added an alternative master of Subways of Your Mind as digital bonus, which was closer to the original demo. From the digital sales, 60% of the net revenue will go directly to the band to support. Oh, it keeps going. Support, pay more revenue. €5 will be shared 70% of the band. At this point, we also want to thank FEX for their trust in our company, as well as our engineers for making the efforts to make the best sounding version that has been available, yet still preserving the original 80s new wave vibe. All right. And they did this back in December, right? Yippee me, I missed out. So, let's give a listen to these other 2 songs that they mentioned, or at least the other 2 that are on this channel. Then we'll look up Heart in Danger. Or we'll look up Talking Hands. So, let's do Heart in Danger first, because it's the other one from this demo tape. See how this is. And we'll see how this compares to Like the Wind. Or Subways of Your Mind. I gotta stop calling it that now. That was... When did this come out? Or when this was made in the 80s? You know for a fact they just listened to Phil Collins. That drum, that... Boom, 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 boom. Hold up. Ready? Listen to that again. I can feel it coming in. See? You started singing it too. I know you did, and don't even try to deny it. All right, so far I'm loving it so far. I think the best part about it is probably the drums for me. They're really hard hitting, which I like that a lot. I like that synth to that. It's more like, I feel like this is more synth oriented than like Subways of Your Mind was, even though that had synth and guitar in it as well as this does. But I don't know. I feel like that kind of like it's more prominent as a synth. You know what I mean?
There's no world around me. There's no world around. There's no world around me. There's no world around. Different places and unknown faces. Between the death and the life. I want nobodies, want our feelings. Dreams will keep me alive. Danger, danger, danger. Heart and danger, danger, danger. Heart and danger, danger, danger. Heart and danger, danger, danger.
This is the second song on the first side of our demo tape. We sold at concerts in the 80s. The song is pitch corrected to compensate for the different cassette recorder playback speed to play in the original key. Aside from that, we did not apply any restoration to keep the sound and feeling of that recording. We hope you enjoyed the vibe. It's a bop so far. I'm digging it. That chorus is catchy as hell. Danger, danger, danger. Now think about this, right? Now, how, like, maybe because we have hindsight, like, we can probably easily tell that, yeah, this is the singer for the most mysterious song on the internet. But be honest, you cannot tell me that this guy does not sound like thousands of other obscure post-punk bands we've listened to trying to find the most mysterious song on the internet, right? Especially from Germany, some from Greece, maybe some from like England, but a lot from Germany would sound like that, like danger, danger, danger. Again, that kind of like way of singing, kind of like this. A lot of post-punk bands did it back in the day. You cannot tell me that that fact right there alone made this like search significantly harder. All right, maybe if Like the Wind was a hip hop song where like not everyone didn't sound like this, it probably would have been a little bit of an easier of a search. Maybe, I don't know. Max, you absolute cucumber of a man. Teddy, why are you yellow? What happened? Why are you calling me a cucumber? What does that even mean? Like, what did I do? My heart is in danger. All right. 7.5 out of 10. Really good, really catchy. That chorus is probably going to be stuck in my head for a little bit. Heart in danger, danger, danger. 7.5 out of 10. Super catchy. How does that compare to Like the Wind? I think I like the drums in this song more, but I mean, maybe it's just, again, because I have had more time with Subways of Your Mind. I think I still like that song more. But let's try Gold Rush. Is this off of this EP? No, right? This is from something else? Hold up. Let's see. We played the song Gold Rush at a time when we barely had enough money to buy our instruments. Tour says, in the 80s, I met a lot of people constantly talking about how to make more money. This drove me crazy, so I had to write a song about it. The song had a strange atmosphere due to unusual chord progressions, a very active bass and keyboards creating space and friction. The song is on the B side of the demo tape we sold at concerts. We tried to restore the sound as much as we could. Okay, so this is a B side. I got you. Also, I literally overheard someone very angrily saying that once, "You cucumber of a man," and it stuck with me. You cucumber of a man. Is that from something? That sounds familiar now that I say it like that. You cucumber of a man. Is that from a show? Like, did Marie say that to Frank and Everybody Loves Raymond or something? I don't know. It sounds like a Marie insult, but let's listen to Gold Rush by FEX, all right? B-side. Finally, I can talk. Yeah, I don't know why you got timed out. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. That might have been a slip up on maybe whoever timed you out's end, but yeah, I saw your message. What the hell did this say? It said something like, I don't know, something about what we were talking about, but yeah, welcome back. This is moody. I like this. Like I don't know, like that guitar tone, that whatever that's playing in the background, keep doing that, FEX, please, all right? Don't stop. Keep it coming. I like this a lot. Hold on. I'm probably already liking this more than what we just heard. What was it? Heart in Danger? I don't know. I like that guitar riff. It just has like that kind of moody, like mid-movie dilemma kind of vibe to it, where it's like, shit, right? Kind of in a rut, which is kind of what this song is about. Right? Like everyone else talk about how much you can make all this money, right? And yet here we are struggling. It's kind of sick, actually. Like, plus, it also doesn't help that there is indeed some gold that we're looking at right here. So I hope that FEX found the gold they were looking for. They have a nice couple of, bars of bullions that they bought from their investment firm, and they're happily ever after now. But also completely agree, the radio version of Subways is my favorite. The other versions are great too, and Heart in Danger might be the second favorite. I don't know, like, don't count Gold Rush out. This is pretty sick so far. I'm liking this. Listen to Jenny next. We'll listen to, what was it? Talking Hands after this, because that was also on this EP, and then we'll listen to Jenny, because that was the song that appeared on the other compilation. So this one's also quite great. Yeah, no, so far these guys seem like the real deal, and I'm glad that they're still active to this day. Hello, Max the Millionaire. I'm finally able to chat. Welcome, Mike. Welcome to the worst stream in all of YouTube. Mr. FEX casting his iconic FEX hex onto unsuspecting civilians. Reminiscent of Richard Torrance and his bombing days. That joke will never die.
We are like mighty zombies and look for all the glitters. Our longing makes us lonely, and this still you can hit us. It's a gold rush. It's a gold rush.
What's up, Mr. Isn't?
It's a gold rush. It's a gold rush. It's a gold rush. Gold
Chat, what instrument is that? That thing he's playing right there? What is that? I've heard that before. I've heard that before. This is usually a little different. They're using like all different sounds in this song, but what the hell is that? A synth? Oh yeah, probably just a synth. You know what it reminds me of? It's what's that thing that you can get? It looks like a giant musical note. You like, it has like a mouth on the bottom of it, like opens up and stuff. You can like, I think if like you like I don't know if you like if you like stroke it or something, or like I don't even remember what the hell that thing is called. It's not a whistle, but it's like a slide thing. Like you like press down on it, you like push down or something. It has like a, I don't know, not a slide whistle. What the hell is it called? It's like a, not a harp, but it's like a, makes like a, is it a, yeah, it's an automaton. That's what I'm thinking of, right? Automaton. Automaton. Yeah, these things. Automatones. That's what I was thinking about. Automatones. Yeah, these things. One of my friends had these, and he would play it all the time. Automaton.
All we need is money. We spend our time fighting. Levels always bad, and you cannot understand it. It's a gold rush. 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 It's a gold rush.
We are indeed very much back visual confusion. Well, I'm not saying I'm giving this a gold rating, but this is definitely a 7.9, 8 out of 10, right? That was really good. I like that moody guitar tone to it. I like the drums kind of working well with the rhythm of the guitar. I definitely think I like that more than Heart and Danger. Not that Heart and Danger was bad by any means, but I like this one more just because of the moodiness of it. Can my city actually stop sending me Amber? I'm this close to freaking out. For real, dude. Tell her to get her own job. Her own source of income. Silver? Pretty much, yeah. Silver Rush. You know what I mean? Doubloons. Don't drop them. Alright, next song, right? So that was Gold Rush. Now, it's not on their channel, but there's also the song Talking Hands, which is also, as you saw right there, on this demo tape. So, we're going to watch this video here. Alright. We'll, hold on. Do my trick there. That's a little trick in case y'all don't know. I forget if I showed you guys that.
There's a secret heart. There's a soul that stars. When I'm painted black, you give the colors back.
Dun, 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 dun.
And it's a
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Is that I'm Alex? Oh my god, that's what that. Oh my god, he looks just like I'm Alex, dude. Don't look up who that is, Fex. Please, save yourself. Don't look up who I'm Alex is, but I thought that was him for a second. Holy shit. And no, these guys aren't even British, so no, it's not him, thankfully. Unless.
laugh. It's just the way you cry.
Oh, you were waiting to hear this until it was officially uploaded? Well. I mean, I guess, you know, if you've already been exposed, you might as well just stay for the party, you know? Ain't no party like a yellow teddy party. Okay. Oh my god, what the guy, hold on, what's the drummer's name again? Hans? Hold on, hold up. Where is it? Hans Remir Sievers. Again, I hope I'm saying that right, but Hans, you were having a bad day that day. And I mean that in the sense of, like, you were angry. Like, you were playing phenomenally in the sense that when those drums came in, they were very hard hitting. Like, did y'all hear that? It was like boom, 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 boom. Like, hold up, we're gonna play that again. When those drums came in, it was like boom, boom. Listen to that. Oh my god, that freaking snare is just getting assaulted. Oh my god. Call the family. Jesus Christ, I like that a lot. What the hell is just boom, 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 boom. Since I've been on my hip-hop grind lately, I've been, like, huge on, like, hardcore, like, heavy-hitting beats, even found in other songs. So, like, whenever I hear, like, a really hard-hitting drum, like, it catches my attention now. It's, like, double bass for me. You know, if y'all remember, I love, like, my double bass sound. Same thing with, like, a hard-hitting snare. But, oh my god, dude, Hans is just taking that thing, throwing it up against the wall, asking it for its lunch money, and then just taking its drumstick and just stabbing it, right? That's what it sounds like. He's very angry with this thing. I don't know about y'all, but I'm hearing Weird Al Craigslist theme from this. So listen, guys, it's good to know that now that we have talking heads, we also have talking hands now. So now all we need to get is a full hangman. We need talking legs, talking torso, and talking feet. So if anyone wants to form that band, anyone in chat, if you want to be the sludge of the community and form Talking Feet, or make a song called Talking Feet. Well, I mean, wait, we have curly toes. What am I talking about, all right? Never mind. Miss Unidentified's got that covered for us. We're good. I want to make it abundantly clear that to every lost song that you guys hear, behind that song is a photo like this being taken somewhere. A bunch of guys in a studio, or woman in a studio, post-producing that song. And yes, including Curly Toes, that song at one point was in some sort of studio, and there were people probably behind a machine, maybe with not as many buttons and knobs as this one, right? Because Curly Toes, the production quality is a certain rare groove, if you will, And so, but even that was taken and recorded and produced in some sort of studio. So there's a photo like this somewhere out in the world of them creating Curly Toes and the people behind it. So when that song does eventually get found, you'll see a photo like this being released to the public one day. I made Curly Toes. Actually, sorry guys for hoaxing. It's okay. Not sure why I said sorry like a Canadian, but it's okay. Acquired taste, if you will, indeed. Tell him, FEX. Tell him. Oh, damn. Okay, so this has been a case so far of every song I've liked more than the last one. So, I liked Gold Rush more than I liked Heart and Danger. But now listening to this, I 100% like Talking Hands more than Gold Rush. God, what the hell is Jenny going to be like? Am I going to fall in love? Am I going to move to Germany? Is this it for me? Should I just join the military now? What is it, Jenny? Yeah, Jenny. Alright, yeah, so this is from this Zeus Top Hits
Tax
compilation album.
was.
And let's see if there's a little more information here. Released on the LP Zeus Newcomer Show, Zeus Top Hits, 1985, by the band FEX, who was also released Subways of Your Mind, the most mysterious song on the internet. That, and then some German. Talking Fingers, He, Talking Ginger. No, I don't want that. Acquired Taste, Curly Toes has that raw feel. It's got that raw talent, too. Let's not forget that aspect of it, alright? It's got raw talent. Jenny got my heart and she won't give it back. I'm assuming those are lyrics, so we're going to give this a listen. I'm pretty excited. I've liked everything so far.
I work all day, I'm working overtime. Jenny got my heart and she won't give it back.
Damn, Jenny.
I'm a stranger to my friends, but she's the only one who could break my solitude and harmonize. I said,
This is it has a very much like a happy, positive kind of vibe, like a Take On Me by Aha kind of vibe. I don't know if it's just the synths in the background, but has that kind of vibe I'm getting off, Yeah, let's see. S tier song. Oh, whoa. Jenny's number. Sorry, I had to make that joke. Wait, is that a 8675309? Yeah, Jenny by Tommy Two Tone. Yeah. There's a lot of Jenny songs. I'm just trying to realize that shit. Fun fact: the uploader had this for a while and had no idea X froze the band for Like the Wind. According to him, he's just not good with vocals. I did see that Wang had covered that, which honestly, fair enough. These do sound similar to Like the Wind, but again, I can't blame that person for not being good with vocals because so many of these, again, German punk bands have that sound to their voice. That oh Jenny. Get my heart, won't give it back. Again, not shitting on it, because I can't sing for the life of me. If you put a gun up to my head and told me to sing, you might as well just start digging a hole 6 feet under, because I'm not going to be able to sing it. But when it comes to rapping, that's a completely different story.
I couldn't find the words to describe all those lonely nights. Heaven knows how long I stayed and wait for you. I ask you, will you stand with me the rest of all your life? Everywhere I've looked for someone made as you. Coming back, hoping it changes. Coming back, hoping it changes, baby. Coming back, hoping it changes. Coming back, hoping it changes, baby.
Alright, so if FEX made a movie, right? I'm just picturing this right now. If FEX made a movie and there was a soundtrack to it, like where would these songs be placed in the movie? This hands down would be at the start of the movie. Right? This has that opening like, oh shit, I'm late for work. He works at like an IHOP or something. Start of the movie where like he's rushing around to work, hopping in his 1974 dad's car that he gave him, even though it's the 80s, rushing to work, right? And this song plays in the background, right? But then like at the end of the movie, when he's driving off into the distance, into the sunset, that's when Gold Rush plays. But then Heart in Danger is like in the middle, like of the climactic part of the movie, you know. Talking Hands, I don't know. That could be like, I don't know, like some sort of boss battle, or when he's like fighting someone, because like again, those drums, boom, boom, boom. It's like Mike Tyson just walking up to you and just slugging you as hard as he can after he got out of prison in the 90s. Like the one would be the credits. Yes, true. Like the one is at the end. Right, like I'm not saying the sunset part's the credit scenes. The credits would be Like the Wind, but like at the end when he's like driving into the sunset before the credits, that's when you play Gold Rush, and then it seeps into Like the Wind, you know, or Subways Every Night.
Coming back and bring the changes. Coming back and bring the changes, baby. Coming back and bring the changes. Coming back and bring the changes, baby. Work at night, I work all day. I'm working overtime. Jenny got my heart and she won't give it back. I'm a stranger to my friends, but she's the only one who could break my solitude and harmonize. I said,
These songs are great, but sound like those stock songs they use in the 80s TV shows. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It has like that start of a show or start of a movie like sound to it that you heard a lot in the 80s, you know? I work all day. Yep, that's 100% a song that'd be in the beginning of a movie. 100%, right? Like, holy shit, I'm late. He's like slept past his digital alarm clock. I don't even know if those were a thing in the 80s. Or not, like the ones that like flip the numbers down, you know? I never had one of those, but those would be sick. Talking Hands would be in the middle of the movie. Yes. I think ACT put it like perfectly. Like, it would be Jenny. Yeah, Jenny, Gold Rush, Talking Hand. Yeah, Heart in Danger, Subways of Your Mind. Wait, no, replace. Yeah, I think Gold Rush should be right before Subways of Your Mind. Switch Heart in Danger and Gold Rush, and I agree with you, ACT. 100%. It's a decent song, but it doesn't make me want more from them. Makes sense why they didn't get popular. Damn. I mean, like, to be fair, this song was a little more like kind of, yeah, you've heard this a million times before. This was good. This is a little more like happy-go-lucky poppy. I still think Talking Hands and Gold Rush are the better, like the best songs. Besides, you know, Subways of Your Mind, of course. But this had like a little fun, like catchy, like upbeat tone to it. You know, when people wanted to be happy in the 80s, they probably listened to shit like this. Or did heroin and coke. I don't know. Speedball it, you know. But, okay, so those are like the songs that we know of that are by FEX, right? So now we've known where they're from. We know who's behind the band, right? And there's actually a photo that's shown. Hold on. Here, where was it? Oh, maybe not. What the hell was it on? I literally just had a photo. Where the hell was it? Was it on Bandcamp? No, literally, no. I'm pretty sure it was on the Wikipedia page. It showed like a photo of the guys, and it was like, it showed them in like in order. Like what? I literally thought it was right over here. Okay, whatever. Anyways. Yeah, that's so weird. What the hell? All right, whatever. Well, anyways, let's now divert to. We talked about the Bandcamp. I showed that. The YouTube channel. Oh, the live performance, right? So, again, this is taken from the unplugged NDR performance that they did a few months back when, like, the three main guys, not including the drummer, had gotten back together and they did a live performance of Subways of Your Mind. So this is, again, on the NDR. This is from the NDR, like, interview and, like, thing they had conducted with FEX. And, again, that's all in German. You'll see the guy introduce them to German. Still pissed this song isn't identified, but, you know, it is what it is.
NDR 1-Welle Nord im Ohr.
But anyway, here's Subways of Your Mind, unplugged. The Zeus photo is exactly what you described. The Zeus photo? Yes. There was a sixth found in full that one of the members forgot they made. BRB while I find the name. Oh, okay. Yeah, let me know what that is. We can maybe listen to that too.
NDR 1-Welle Nord im Ohr. Hier ist die Band FEX. Das ist der Most Mysterious Song on the Internet. Eine Weltpremiere. Live performt von der Band aus Kiel. Jetzt zu hören die Unplugged-Version, die es bisher noch nie gab, von Subways of Your Mind.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I just want to say real quick that like this guy is in his Neil Young era. That's all I'll say. He just very much reminds me of Neil Young.
Of Your Mind.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Already better than Nirvana and Alice in Chains. MTV Unplugged, never heard of her. It's NDR Unplugged, get it right.
Like the wind, you came here running. Take the consequence of living. There's no space, there's no tomorrow. What we need's communication. Check it in, check it out, but the sun will never shine. Paranoid anyway, in the subways of your mind. Like the wind,
This shit's about to die actually, fuck.
the wind from somewhere. Let a smile be your companion.
Also, I think, because I remember this was back in like 2021 when I was working on my music video for Like the Wind when I made that. I had found something online that like someone believed they like just based by ear they were able to like get the chord progression for like the dun 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 dun, because you know I tried to actually play that part for the Most Mysterious Song, and based on how these guys are playing that riff, that do 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 do, I think I was right. Like I forgot how to play it, but I think the thing that I found a few years ago to play, I think that was actually correct. I think they're playing like what I heard. So shout out to that person who's got really good ears and who made that the tabs for that. So shout out to you if you know who you are.
And from somewhere, let a smile be your companion. There's no place for any sorrow. Time for young and restless dreamers. Check it in, check it out, but the sun will never shine.
Yeah, so I remember doing like watch his hands. I remember doing that. I remember like specifically when I learned how to play that, like moving that my index finger up that. Yeah, so like what I believe that right. I think that's Michael Haydrick right there, and I think that's the singer too. I forget his name. What's his name, lads? Hold on, let me be respectful. The singer, guitarist, Tour. I was right, him, and I'm assuming this is Norbert Zierman, this gentleman right here, right? But yeah, what Michael was playing, I remember learning that part for my music video. It was fun. It was fun. It was a fun song to play, actually. It wasn't too hard. Yo, Max, this Dave M guy actually made a mashup with all 3 versions of the song. Maybe you should check that out. We still actually have a decent amount of things to go over tonight. We're already an hour and 40 in. I knew this was going to be like a longer stream tonight because I wanted it to be, but we'll probably cover that next week when I stream again. Because I do want to move on to celebrity number 6 kind of after this, if we've covered everything after this. Oh yeah, we still got the AMA, and yeah, so we'll cover the AMA, and then we'll move on to celebrity number 6.
Check it in, check it out, but the sun will never shine. Paranoid anyway, in the subways of your mind. Check it in, check it out, it's the summer blues. Tear it in, tear it out, it's a good excuse. Check it in, check it out, it's the summer blues. Tear it in, tear it out, it's a good excuse.
FEX mit Subways of...
Yes, FEX mit indeed. Thank you very much, FEX. Phenomenal performance. Again, better than anything MTV Unplugged ever uploaded, alright? Or put out there in the 90s, okay? This shit's on all that. Let's be real. Come on, guys. But no, seriously, that was actually fire. Like, the fact that, again, literally over 40 years later, they're still able to play this that good. Especially considering this was, what, 3 days? Yeah, literally 3 days after the song had been officially identified. Like, things moved fast, right? Fun fact, I was in Poland when this was uploaded. Alright, that's why, partially why I was in Poland for a little while. So, while this was happening, I was literally on vacation, and I saw this was happening. I'm like, well, great! You know, I'm not even there, and, you know, can't even talk about this, right? Because now, like, the biggest song just got solved, and all this shit is happening. They look very old. Dude, this song's, like... I'm pretty sure my dad was younger than I am now when the song came out. My dad's 64 now. He had me pretty old. So, but anyways, that's some good shit right there. Speaking of getting chord progressions right by ear, one time around over a month ago, I learned the intro of Holy Diver by Dio by guessing. That's a flex, bro. All right. If Jane was still alive, Jesse, I'm sure she'd be very, very happy for you. All right. So now with that, let's talk. So now, again, now that we've actually seen most of the songs, from my understanding, that FEX has available online, learned a little about the band, the history as to how this whole thing came about, right? The whole mystery of Like the Wind, the most mysterious song, how this whole search started. Let's actually hear from one of the actual band members themselves, Michael Haydrick, about just everything, you know? This is an AMA from Reddit that we're going to be covering next. And again, this is Michael Haydrick answering all these questions. And again, I just feel like this is best to use rather than the German interviews. So we'll just use this for a lot of the questions that people want answered. And there's also a flare that they use for him whenever he comments, so it'll be easier for us to find. But this was 2 months ago, and this was on November 11th, 2024. So a few days after that live performance gets uploaded, and they do the whole thing with NDR. Michael Haydrick's, I believe this is his thingamajig. And I even put a little flare that this is Michael, the keyboarder for FEX. He puts, "Hello everyone. The most mysterious song on the internet was revealed to be Subways of Your Mind by FEX, a band I was part of in the 80s. As you can imagine, the band and I had a crazy week. I know you have a lot of questions, so I'm here to answer. Go ahead and ask me anything. Thus, AMA. Tour, the composer, vocalist, and guitarist, will also be given an AMA soon, So save some questions for him as well. I actually did not know that. Maybe we might cover that another time too. If you have any specific questions for Norbert, Bass, you can also ask them here. I will forward and answer as soon as possible. Please indicate with @Norbert at the beginning of your comment. I will start answering your questions tomorrow, November 12th. We have finally opened our FEX YouTube channel. There will be new material, and that's the channel. Okay. Right? Yeah. Yeah. All right. So now let's look at some of these questions, huh? Let's get some cozy jazz going, and let's see what people are asking Michael here about FEX, right? Because there's a lot of questions, I imagine, that want to be answered. And I know a lot of people aren't trusting Lost Waves' finest wiki, so they want to get it from the actual source. Halloween, just the FEX. Welcome to the fun FEX show. Anywho, Girl Wants Boy has the title of the other supposed FEX song. What is it? Who the hell is Jane? It's okay, man. We know. Yo, Jay Corson. Long time no see. What's good? Alright, anyways. Alright, this question is from Rough Artichokes 5787. He asks Michael, what were the first few hours like after you realized how popular your song was? What did it feel like? Who did you tell? And what was their reaction? I also just want to say how glad I am that you guys have been found. Subways of Your Mind has been one of my go-to songs when I've been feeling down the past few years. I love the new acoustic version. It's a really fantastic song, and you guys deserve recognition for it. Michael responds, it took a while to sink in, and the dimensions are still hard to comprehend. I told my wife and daughter first. They couldn't believe it. My daughter immediately went through all of the posts on the internet. I love when that happens, too. Like, we've seen this before, where, like, you know, these people are older, these Lost Wave artists, and their, like, children will become active in the community, or, like, they'll be aware of it and be like, Dad, like, this is so cool. Like, look at all these people. Like, their children will get involved. And, like, it just goes to show you that, like, while these people were realistically like my age and a little bit younger this many years ago making music, and it's just crazy that now when it's getting attention, they're in a completely different stage of their life. You know, they've got children, they're married, they may still be doing music, you know, but I'm a goddamn idiot. I thought you were talking about someone else. It's okay, man. It's okay. We know that. It's okay, Jesse. We know that you just want to forget about her. I completely understand. Who is Jordan? Did I say Jordan? I meant to say Jay Corson. Did I say Jordan? Yo, what's good, Jordan? It's your new name now. Sorry, buddy. I don't make the rules. I just break them. Can you tell us a little about the specific version of the song the Darius and Lydia recorded? Why are there two versions of the song? The longer version from the cassette with the yellow label came first. It was recorded in our practice room. This was the cassette and the version we sold in the gigs. The studio version, internet version, was recorded later. Again, I can't help but feel like it feels like it's opposite, because even though I like the internet Darius version more, that feels like the more raw demo-like version. And then you listen to the demo version, that sounds like that would be the later release, but nope, they wanted to go to like the darker, grittier sound rather than more polished and pop. So you know what, Michael? I respect you for that. Do you remember when exactly you recorded the final version? The date? Let's see, did he answer this? Nope. Alright. Right? Oh, lyrics. Okay. Have you ever thought about the subways of your mind before Marin got in contact with you? Yes, cleaning up my studio and finding old recordings, but only once in a while in these 40 years past. That's crazy. Like, again, it's just like sitting in someone's house. The answer to just like the whole just internet like mystery of Subways of Your Mind, right? Again, the song had like what, 7-8 million views before it got solved. That's huge, right? And there's a reason why this and I don't know if it did happen, but if anyone who the day of November 4th, the day Like the Wind got officially identified, can anyone tell me if it started to trend on Twitter? Like there was a hashtag Subways of Your Mind trending, or FEX or whatever, right? Like there's got to be, like, because I said that from the start that it was going to trend when it got found, and I promise you it did. Even if it didn't, it had to have. The J in Jay Corson stands for Jordan. Oh yeah, I knew that. You know, I was just making sure you did. Oh, no, you didn't say Jordan. Sammy just called me Jordan. Man, I don't even know what the fuck I say anymore. I just be saying shit. But that's good to know. I checked on Twitter and I didn't see anything. Damn. If I'd remembered to ask this question right, I would have recommended them to have their vinyl pressed through Dead Wax Records. Oh, that's true. Could have done that as well. Downhill from here, X. asks, in retrospect, how else could your group and mysterious song have been found besides directly contacting you? Where else might that information have been stored, and who might have known about FEX? Since the song title was not known, it can only be discovered by searching for the band members. Well, I mean, okay, so, like, I don't know much about Michael's other projects, or the other band members' other projects, but if they are still, like, relatively active, like I said they were, or, you know, they've been relatively active musically, it wouldn't be hard to probably find, you know, like, these guys' information about them online, but I don't know if that would directly lead to, like, automatically just, whatchamacallit, you know, like, information of FEX and Subways of Your Mind and all that shit, but, you know, still, like, sometimes this is just the only way to solve a song. Sometimes you just gotta, like, reach out to the artist and, like, by chance be like, oh yeah, this is me, I made this, right, you know, so, because sometimes it's just not available online. It's kind of like a chemistry set, where it's like, you know, she had, like, the lady, which, I got her name's blanking on me right now, like, she had, like, all these songs for chemistry set just sitting in her closet just for, like, 40 some odd years, and it's just crazy, you know, because that's an answer to some internet mystery right there. Here's a question I think that I would probably ask, you know, and if I do interview them, I can't ask them this now because it's being asked here, but what were your musical influences when you were in FEX? A lot of people talked about Ultravox, Joy Division, Depeche Mode, so it would be interesting to know if they were an influence. Like, when this whole search first started for this band, you know, when people searching for Lost Wave songs was still kind of in its early stages in, like, 2019, 2020, before it was, like, really a community, you know, people would throw out there, like, who didn't know anything about it, oh, is it Depeche Mode who made this song? Joy Division! Right, because a household name band is just going to have a song that no one knows about. Right. But how far we've come. Good times. I can also hear some influence from Devo on Talking Hands, so I'd love to know if you are a fan of those guys too. Also, what kind of music do you like now? So he goes, Depeche Mode certainly. Also Genesis, Pink Floyd, and later Faithless. Depeche Mode I can definitely see, but Genesis, like, I'm curious as to what, probably like the later era of Genesis when, like, Phil Collins took over in vocals and they became more of, like, a pop machine rather than a prog rock band. Still a good band, but I still prefer, like, the Peter Gabriel era of Genesis. Like, Foxtrot is a phenomenal album. Like, if he was taking influence from that album, then yeah, I can see why they were such a good band. So, who designed the FEX logo? Hans the drummer did. You know what? That looks like a very much like just the logo that you see on, like, the snare of a drum. Like, and the drum that Hans used was, like, perfect for this logo. It has, like, everything new wave, post-punk. Like, the logo just, it fits the, like, aura of post-punk, new wave, and this band perfectly. So, did a good job catching the aesthetic. I could definitely say that much. So shout out to Hans for making that. He did a good job drumming. This sub is atrocious asks, first I want to say that Subways of Your Mind and the other two songs on the cassette are really good. Thank you for making them. For my question, the 4-minute version of the song shared earlier this month and the 3-minute one we've had for years are notably different versions. I'm curious to know how the 3-minute one came along. Oh yeah, we pretty much already answered that. How did Marin break the news to you as to what the song was to the wider world? Did they just go something like, hey, by the way, one of your songs is the most mysterious song on the internet, or did they break it down to you slowly and explain it piece by piece? No. He first received a copy of the demos of my former bands that they wanted to have for curiosity. Only when he found Subways of Your Mind was on it, he revealed it clearly. Wait, so, like, is he talking about Marin? Wait. Copies of demos of my former bands. He's probably talking about Fret there, I imagine. Okay. FEX Yellow works so well. It does. Like, it screams, like, 80s, right? And the fact that it's, like, booming again now, like, it's becoming aesthetic in 2024 and 2025 now because this is such a big mystery that now, like, this logo's from the 80s, but now it's, like, it's new now because it's selling out. It's like Panchico now. You know, 20 some odd years later, they're becoming famous. Now that you've learned about the lengthy search for your song, what element of it has been the most surprising about it for you? One side is the phenomena, but the other side is the song actually touched people emotionally. Just check out my music video, you know, because I was looking at, like, the lyrics when we were listening to the song, and we were pretty close to what the lyrics were, and I think what was it on Genius? Like, The individual feels trapped with no room for growth or change, has a hopeless view of the future, and is alienated both from others and from his own thoughts. Paranoid anyway in the subway of your mind. Yeah, like my whole take on this song, like when it was still mysterious, when I made my music video, was like, it felt like it was like a friend who was like trapped in his own just mind and like couldn't get past himself and just couldn't see the happiness in life. And this song was a friend explaining to him that, hey, you're gonna have troubles in life, and you just gotta smile through them because it's a part of life, and you know you'll be okay. That's how I always interpreted the song, and it seems like it's kind of close to that in a sense. You know, like the wind, you're blowing somewhere. Let a smile be your companion. The individual is drifting aimlessly through their life without a clear destination or purpose, masking their inner uncertainty with superficial positivity. The second lyric of this verse was performed as blowing from somewhere in the demo acoustic version, but it doesn't change the meaning of the lyric. Right, so it's like the person's pretty much telling them, like, hey, you know, this is just a part of life, you know. You're going to let a smile be your companion. He's pretty much saying, like, you're going to go through these things in life. It's okay. Everyone does. Just say fuck it and smile through it. You know what I mean? Put that grin ear to ear and get up there and tear him up with fear. I don't know. But next question. What was it? That one? Okay, here we go. This is by Sparta Yoshi. He asked, Hi, Michael. Do you guys have any future plans on officially releasing your old FEX sessions as physical media, vinyl, CD, cassettes? I think this has kind of already been answered. He says, yes, we have been approached by vinyl labels. We will discuss it in the band. I mean, they already had the Bandcamp, so that's kind of already been answered. But Hi, Michael. This is by Phantom of the Opera Cat. I am so happy that I finally found FEX, and because of it, we have even more songs besides Subways of Your Mind. Question. Hold on. Question. As Heart in Danger is my current favorite FEX song, do you still have more versions of Heart in Danger like Subways of Your Mind? Are you planning to release these songs in Spotify? And is it Like a Crime, Laugh and Cry, or Like a Choir? For Norbert, I just want to say that it's great to listen to an acoustic bass in the live version you have done recently. Thank you for both the music. Michael responds, we will re-record this song soon and release it. From Norbert, thank you. It has been also for me a nice experience. I will frequently use it in the future. He didn't even answer his question, so maybe he doesn't even know like what the lyric is, so he's just like, fuck it, we're going to re-record it. Do you think Fall of the King will ever be found? Honestly, I mean, like, just like realistically, yeah. Because if this can get found, any song can get found. Just because you mean to tell me that there's going to be a song on there, online, that will garner over 8 million views and still be unsolved? But then it does eventually get found? And this wasn't like a weird like spin-off thing like some other bands are. Like, what was it? Just a Game was kind of like a whole like group project, kind of like a one-off shoot kind of thing. I was going to think maybe something like that would be the story for Like the Wind and Fall of the King, where it was like a bunch of musicians from other bands maybe did like this one spin-off project, did this one song, never again. But no, this was just a really, really obscure band that we just had to look in the right spot eventually, go through the right process. And so I think if it weren't for the fact that the 83, 84, and 85 Horfest archives were so hard to obtain and like so barbaric, I feel like if that was easier and that was more easily obtainable online, this would have been solved, I feel like, a lot sooner, you know? Prediction. See You Dancing will get marked nearly solved. May God strike me down if this doesn't happen this year. Like how you say nearly solved. Like, it's not going to get solved. It'll probably get nearly solved if we're thinking realistically, you know? Statues in Motions might have made Fall of the King. You might be right. What about Yellow? What about Be Yellow, Lamau? It's literally 0.7 seconds. What? Like the Wind meaning is so deep, though. It is true. By the way, there's an unofficial font file for the FEX logo. Someone's going to have to send me that. If you have me on Discord and you know what that link is, send it to me. That'd be very much appreciated. It'll get solved when the artist is solved. Okay. Okay. How many other questions? All right, there's a lot of questions. We're not going to go through all these. I'll read through a few more, and then we'll move on to celebrity number 6, because we've already been streaming for 2 hours, but we're just getting started. So let's keep going. One in the chat if you're still here. Let's keep the ball rolling. All right, this is from Nico Me. So Nico Me asks, thank you so much for the music and for being here with us. I would like to express my apologies for bringing back a false lead, Statues of Motions, which remained the closest sounding vocally even until a week ago. My question is, how many more FEX songs do exist, either recorded in the studio, live, or in sheet music, and were planned for a full LP? We have an entire gig live recording with all the songs we played on our 2 weeks tour. Okay, is he going to upload that though? He does not say. How many cassettes were made of the demo, and about how many did FEX manage to sell? Maybe around 100? Hard to tell. That's not bad, actually. You know what, realistically, for a band like that obscure? Hell, dude, like, if I put out an album and I sold 100, bro, I think I'm him, right? That's like starting off as a streamer full time and like just barely scraping by. Like, all right, at least I'm barely scraping by, because 100 sold. That's pretty good. So, you know, it depends how much it costs to make those 100. You know, but Next Nihilo asks, 1. Are you currently in touch with the agent who sent the song to NDR? Do you plan to reach out to him to clarify when and how he sent it to NDR? That's a good question. 2. There's been some confusion around which version is considered the studio version. Based on previous comments, it seems like the one Darius recorded that aired on NDR, that's the studio version, I think. Yeah. However, the cassette version appears more polished, with added echo effects, a keyboard solo, an outro, and some lyrical changes. Can you provide some context for this? Maybe it's just because, like, you know, English isn't his first language, but I love how short he is. Like, these people will give him, like, a whole paragraph, and he'll just answer them in 1 to 2 sentences, if that. Yes, we are in touch with him, but unfortunately, he doesn't have the 1/4 tape anymore. It probably was mastered on. Damn. So, when y'all release the official lyrics and studio version of the recording, we're planning to re-record still in this year. Release will take some additional time. I expect Q1 2025. That's now time. And I'm back. I can be a part of this community again. Yes! Because Lord knows I'm, you know, completely and utterly full of jealousy and rage, because while I was gone, everything happened and everyone else got the attention and not me. How could you, Michael? How could you get solved now? But it's good to know that they'll be releasing music soon, so I guess that's nice. Max, I sent the FEX font to you. Appreciate it, thank you. Seeing the amount of cassettes they sold, what if the yellow tape is in some thrift store in Germany? I feel like most of them probably were sold maybe in northern Germany. Someone should check Kiel. If anyone lives in the city of Kiel or near Kiel, Germany, you know, start taking a look through some of your thrift stores. Maybe there's something there. All right, I think we've gotten enough juicy information from Michael. Shout out to him for answering all these questions and doing this AMA. It's honestly really surreal seriously, because, like, you gotta understand, like, this song is pretty much single-handedly the reason why I started getting into Lost Wave, which would eventually divulge into Lost Media, which would eventually divulge into me now having a fascination with dough cases, like anything that's unsolved. This song is directly responsible for that, you know? Like, I remember back in 2020, being up at like 2 a.m., scrolling through my phone and coming across the Wang video that was titled The Most Mysterious Song on the Internet. And I remember just being like, what? There's no such thing as a song that no one's heard of, that no one knows the name of, right? Just Shazam it or Spotify it. You know, I was one of those people, but it's just crazy now. Like, here we are 5 years later, or technically 4 years. Well, not 5 years, because Wang uploaded that video in 2019. It's been a long time coming, and, you know, like, again, it's just crazy to see, because this song started... I honestly think this song has more of an influence on just Lost Wave. Like, this song, I really think, turned a lot of users online onto not only just Lost Wave, but Lost Media, because I noticed that when Everyone Knows That started getting big, which was kind of like, you know, an indirect cause of other Lost Wave songs being around, like the Wind, On My Mind, Follow the King. I feel like when that started to blow up, the whole idea of Lost Wave started becoming a lot bigger, which in and of itself, Lost Media started to grow bigger. And so, like, now I feel like this song was a huge help to a lot of people becoming interested in not just Lost Wave, but Lost Media in general. So I think it's really cool, like, just how far this song has come, and just how, what's the word, like, you know, how forthcoming and how kind the band is, first off, and just how open they are to giving all of this information to us so we can close the mystery out. And, you know, that's one concern that people had, was like the fact that these guys were a band from the 80s. There was speculation if they were even alive anymore, if they were around. It's really comforting to know that they're not only all still alive and, knock on wood, healthy, but they're also still very musically active. So This, honestly, is probably the best ending we could have gotten for any Lost Wave song. You know, because, like, again, it's the most mysterious song. And this was a song that we were honestly never thought was going to get solved, just because everything else around it seemed like it was. But that just goes to show you that that's not true, okay? Curly Toes will one day get solved, all right? Light the Lanterns will probably one day get solved, all right? What is it? Fly Away, the Japanese mysterious song, will one day be confirmed. Your Eyes will never get solved. That song will be unidentifiable for as long as it remains online, okay? Rest in peace to my Italian brother who made that, but unfortunately, you've been deemed as unidentifiable by many, many sources. So that's just a song that might just be, you know, you maybe just be SOL for. But, alright. Let me close out some of these tabs here real quick. We're done talking about FEX, alright? We've FEXed enough. We're FEXed out. What the FEX, okay? Now it's time to move on to another mystery that happened. Or, excuse me, to another mystery that was solved while I was gone, right? So, next to Like the Wind, there was another internet mystery that, honestly, a lot of people also thought was fake, thought wasn't a real photo, and realistically probably was never going to get solved. Your Eyes actually has a chance to be solved. Elaborate. And that is the mystery behind Celebrity Number 6. Now, for those of you who are unaware of the Celebrity Number 6 mystery, which most of you are, like, it's not like I'm talking to an audience of thousands of people here. It's 20 people here. I'm assuming most of you here, like how you know the backstory for Like the Wind, I'm assuming most of you know the backstory for the Celebrity Number 6 mystery. But in case you don't, we'll do a quick synopsis. So, in 2021, there was a Reddit user named Tansa, I think that's how you say it, right? Now, obviously this is deemed solved now, but this was on April 14th, 2021, so almost 4 years ago now, right? Now, keep in mind, if you go to Tansa's account and you look at all the other posts, he actually had posted about this fabric with Celebrity Number 6 on it multiple times beforehand, like in 2020, a year prior. So before it blew up on the tip of my tongue, because this is the subreddit that started to really garner a lot of attention, this mystery, he had been posting it for like a year prior, but it didn't go anywhere. You know? So this is back in 2021. Tansa uploads this on the tip of my tongue. Who is this celebrity/famous person on my curtains, right? Now, obviously it's solved. Click stats for update. But he initially stated how back in 2008 he purchased a fabric from a place in Finland, and on the fabric it had a bunch of faces of a bunch of different celebrities, right? Now, over the years, he started to realize, wait a minute, I don't actually know who these celebrities are. So he did some digging, and he started posting those online, and little by little, all the other celebrities were able to get identified. And celebrities like Adriana Lima, what was his name? Begins with an O, right? What's his name? Oh, here we go. I can just go right here, right? Celebrities like Adriana Lima, Josh Holloway. Who's the guy I can't think of the name of? Travis Fimmel. Orlando Bloom, that's what I'm thinking of. Celebrities like Orlando Bloom, Adriana Lima, right? Were all these celebrities on this fabric. And every single one of them got solved and was quickly identified, except for Celebrity Number 6. This photo right here, right? Now, I'll be the first to admit when I'm wrong, okay? You guys know me. And I could have sworn to you on my family's soul, every time they went to church on Sunday from 1980 to now, I would have promised you on my soul that this was a man. Nothing about what the model behind this photo, who we'll talk about who this is in a minute. Nothing against her. I'm not saying she looks masculine. It's just something about like the look, the way the hair was pushed back and like went behind the ears. I thought it was a dude. I thought it was like another actor, kind of like Heath Ledger or like Brad Pitt, where like they were masculine, but they had kind of a feminine look with like the clean-shaven face, the long hair, like good eyebrows, the denim jacket. But no, that just wasn't the case, because once this got identified, it was a woman. Not a man at all. Not Brad Pitt. Not Kurt Cobain. Not Axl Rose. But it was a woman, right? So that was uploaded back in 2021. Now, essentially, since then, went on to this, giant mystery where like thousands of celebrities were compared to this. Some people even speculated that, like my friend Miguel, when we would stream about it together sometimes, he speculated that it was two photos put into one because of how like the face looked, how like the eyes looked different. They were like unevenly shaped, like how this looked bigger than this. I always thought it was just because of the lighting, but you know, thousands of other celebrities were compared to this photo. It was even speculated at one point that this might be just be another celebrity, another photo of a celebrity that's already on this fabric, you know? Because Adriana Lima appears twice on it. There's 2 photos of her on this, so they weren't, you know, saying, you know, it wasn't closed-minded to think that maybe this is just a celebrity, another photo of a celebrity who's already on here, you know? Always saw it as a woman. And like most people did, I was one of the few who thought it was a dude, and I thought I was like, you know, oh, I'm going to be different when this finally gets solved and it's, you know, it's finding out that it's a guy. Like, man, they're going to be sorry for ever doubting me. Well, you know, if I lost a bet, I'd probably be bald right now because I was not correct. I always thought it was a woman, but I can kind of see how she looks like a guy to you. Kind of wish I was able to buy a reprint of the Celebrity Number 6 pick. Didn't someone find, like, a link where you can buy it, the fabric? Or maybe not. Maybe that was, like, years ago. Right, so that was the initial subreddit post that kind of really started this whole thing. A few months later, Wang would make his first video on the Celebrity Number 6 and make update videos afterwards, right? So, now let me bring this up here real quick because I gotta make sure I got all this right. Right, so, now, a few months ago, where is it? This is back in September, right? So this one actually got solved before Like the Wind got solved. Like the Wind was solved on November 4th. This got officially solved, let's see, it got confirmed on September 9th, but it was solved technically on the 8th, right? September 8th? Yeah, it was solved on September 8th, so about 2 months before Like the Wind had gotten solved, this had been identified. So, how did this photo, Celebrity Number 6, finally get identified? Like, why are you talking about this, Max, right? Like, what are you stalling for? Well, a Reddit user on this subreddit, the Celebrity Number 6 subreddit, named Stefan Morse, found this photo of a Spanish model named Leticia Sarda. Again, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And the way he did this was he actually edited this photo to try to make it look more human-like, where they kind of made like the skin colored, you know, the hair like brown, like try to do like the lip color, like makeup. And you know, he put that in like a bunch of different editing softwares to try to get that. If you look at Wang's video, you can see what that looks like. And then from there, he put it into PimEye, a reverse image search engine. And when he did that, he found this image right here of the the model Leticia Sarda, a Spanish model from Spain, right? So then from there, it was then found this magazine, and this magazine cover with Leticia Sarda on it from March of 2006. It's called Tendencias. The rest is in Spanish, right? So, can't read it, won't even try. Now, I forget which Reddit user it was, but a user named Muchlack uploads this, saying that, you know, we found Leticia Sarda on here, and another Reddit user was able to find this specific photo on the photographer's website, which the photographer says right here, Leandre Escorcel. Once again, hope I'm saying that right. Spanish model from Spain. You heard it here first, folks. Right? So now, right? So, essentially, after that, where was it? Yeah, well, there's the photo. But yeah, okay, yeah, so then, what happens then is this Reddit user, Indigo Room, reaches out to Leandre Escorcel and, you know, he essentially explains to him everything that's going on, which, actually, I just realized I don't have the, like, actual email thing for it, but, you know, fuck it, whatever. Essentially what happens is Indigo Room reaches out to Leandre Escorcel via email. He explains to him, hey, listen, we're looking for the identification of this celebrity on this fabrication, and we believe you may have been the person who took the photo. Would you be able to confirm if this is, you know, this is something you made? And essentially what he does, instead of saying, oh yeah, I think this is my photo, he essentially says, yeah, this is my photo, and then sometimes shortly afterwards sends Indigo Room this photo. He sends him the initial photo of Celebrity Number 6, right? He just sends it to him in their email thread, and he confirmed it on the Reddit post where, like, he actually showed the screenshots of the email thread he had with Leandre. And And Leandre just sent him this back. He was able to find it no problem and said, yeah, here's the original source of the fabrication. And, you know, he didn't do that without first saying, wow, someone's stealing my work and is profiting off of it. And I saw someone make that point that, you know, he's a real photographer when the first thing he mentions is that someone's stealing his work. But you know what? Good for him, because whatever this fabrication company was in Finland that Tansa bought this from, they are clearly, obviously, you know, not, you know, doing this thing legitimately. And Leandre Scorsel clearly wasn't getting a cut from this, from what it sounds like. So, you know, some shady shit going down. You know what I mean? It probably happens a lot more often than we think. But, anyways, he sends Indigo Room this photo, and it's like, oh, here's the original photo of celebrity number 6, right? Now, of course, when this first found online after Indigo Room uploaded, of course people were skeptical because, you know, for one, nowadays we have AI, which, you know, it's a very scary, you know, tread to tread down on, because you just sometimes don't know if something's AI generated. If you've been on the internet for long enough and you, like, you know when something's real, like myself, like I've essentially grown up on the internet, I'm usually pretty good when telling something's AI generated, because there's little nuance features that AI just can't really replicate from an actual photo, right? So people, of course, at first were speculating, no, this is too good to be true. This cannot be true. This has to be AI, right? Well, I mean, if you look at, like, if you look at, like, a side-by-side comparison, first off, right? You know what I mean? Which, oh yeah, this image just does it better. Hold on, right? You do a side-by-side comparison. It's pretty easy to see that, like, oh yeah, this is actually the real photo, because check this out, right? Yeah, the face looks similar and the hair's similar, but what about the specific details, right? Like, look at this. You see how, like, there's like a strand of hair that kind of makes a little hole in between the other strands of hair? Happening right here too, right? AI can't generate that. You got the little strands of hair kind of peering through on the side, kind of sticking out, kind of the same thing over here. Look at that. Same thing here, you know what I mean? If this was just AI generated, instead of, like, AI, like, edited, I don't know if that's a thing, there would not be these, like, exact, like, replicas, unless they put it through this AI software like a million times before it was identical. But the ear, the shadowing, the lighting, see the lighting? How, like, there's a little ball of light on her cheek here, same thing right here, although this is more of a triangle. But, you know, you can see the lighting here, same thing on her chin, like, the strap over her buttoned, you know, it was a denim jacket, it looks to be, and, you know, it wasn't a gun like some people speculated it to be, it was just a strap. And then here are the buttons for her shirt. And so, like, you can't look at this and say, this is AI generated, right? Because first off, if you've seen a regular photo of a woman, you can just tell, like, this is a real photo, right? Like, this is a photographied photo, and it's a real woman, so. Hey, you didn't mispronounce tendencias. Let's go. I am once again accepted by my Spanish brothers and sisters. Couldn't be happier. Thank you so much. I think I first heard about Celebrity 6 being solved after Like the Wind was solved. Really? Because this happened like a few months prior. Interesting. But anyways, so that's the photo, right? And Indigo Room uploads this to the subreddit, right? He uploads it on September 8th, 2024. He says celebrity number 6 has been found. And again, the context, that's how he uploaded it. That's how he found it. He got it from Leandre Scorsel, the photographer behind this photo, and the mystery solved, right? Kind of. Because now people are starting to wonder, 1, who is this? And 2, where does this image specifically come from? Like, from what photo shoot? Well, like I mentioned earlier, this is the Spanish model Leticia Sarda. She is the woman behind celebrity number 6, right? And this is her. So then who is Leticia Sarda, right? Well, let's learn about her. So, this was back in September, I'm assuming. This is updated in October, published September 10th. So this is like shortly after this happened. Again, it's the internet. Things move fast, right? This is Leticia Sarda now. And this is her holding the full photo of the celebrity number 6 photo. like the what's the word? The blueprint, essentially, like the foundation for celebrity number 6. There's the photo right there. And it's the full version too, which it's a strap. I find it hilarious that it's a strap to like a little water bottle too. It's not like a strap to a gun or like anything like sexual. It's just a water bottle, right? Or maybe there's vodka in it. I don't know. Maybe it's a vodka bottle or whatever they drink. What's a popular alcoholic drink in Spain? Does anyone know? Next is Jeff the Killer, definitely. That would be sick because that's another one where people are saying like that'll never get solved. That image will never be found. Yada yada. Well, maybe it's just an image that, kind of like this one, that wasn't just really online beforehand, before getting solved. It's just kind of stored away in someone's files. Who knows? Talking too much. My mouth is getting dry. Right, so anyways. So, celebrity number 6, Leticia Sarda, does an interview with the New York Times. And on top of this, she also does a Reddit AMA, kind of like Michael Michael Hadrick did, which we will also view that for her as well. So, this is written by Madison Malone Kirscher. She writes a little information about Leticia Sarda, the celebrity behind celebrity number 6. Leticia Sarda is 43 and lives on the Spanish island of Tenerife in the Canary Islands. She has 2 children and used to travel the globe working as a model for brands like Burberry, which is a cologne, which, very good cologne, by the way, might I add. For nearly the last 5 years, thousands of people on the internet have been desperately trying to find her. She had no clue. The search for Miss Sarda began with a piece of fabric. Nearly 5 years ago, a Reddit user who goes by Tansa H posted an image of a piece of cloth printed with illustrations of several faces, which that's the poster right there. Some were quickly identifiable as celebrities, like model Adriana Lima and the actor Orlando Bloom, but one face remained a mystery. For years, internet sleuths tried to identify the unknown woman. A Reddit community devoted entirely to the hunt currently counts over 40,000 members. I want to put that into perspective. 40,000 members, right? Could you imagine if 40,000 members were looking for you? Let me explain something to you. That's like half of a football stadium right there. That is more than the town. That is more people than in my town that I live in Rhode Island. All right, there's more people in this community than the town I live in right here, right now, right? So that's huge. 40,000 people, right? It's one thing if it's views, but an active community looking for one person. It's pretty impressive, right? You know what I mean? Mysterious Voice would be happy too. Not gonna lie, kind of wanna find the attire for cosplay. Honestly, I would love it if I went to Comic-Con next year and saw someone cosplay as celebrity number 6. Like they did the exact outfit and everything, the water bottle and everything, and the belt and the pants and all that shit. And it might have oriented. Wait, what? Wait, Jeff the Killer's a selfie though, so it's way more obscure. So I don't know. Oh, that's true. And it might have originated from Japan, so up the difficulty. Yeah, that's a good point too. Like, there's a lot of funkiness with Japanese media. I also recently found this out about Japanese media. Apparently, or at least with a lot of Japanese commercials from I think it was 1973 or not. Oh no, excuse me. I think it was just McDonald's commercials, but I think in Japan, I think every McDonald's commercial pre 1977 is just completely lost. Besides a few, because they had no recording software up until 1977. So I don't know if it's just McDonald's, because I'm pretty sure you can find 70s Japanese commercials online no problem. I don't know if it's just McDonald's, but I remember seeing that a lot of those commercials are just completely lost. Anyways, so that number has swelled in recent days. Yeah, so it's even more now. Let's see how many it's at now. Woo! Alright, so any reason why y'all didn't tell me that this now has 136,000 members? And also, I've noticed this too, because I've been seeing it, there were times when I was off, I was still checking on things, I obviously heard when celebrity number 6 got found. I was just off, I wasn't uploading or anything. But I've noticed that this subreddit has now been used to identify people and women in other photos and other pieces of media, right? For example, who is this mysterious woman that appeared as Birdie's girlfriend in the Above the Rim movie, right? And it shows oh, who's this woman, right? And that kind of is just what this subreddit has been used for. Why is Tupac here? This community of people searching for one person reminds me of how people are actively searching for a former everyone knows that lead called White Make Johnny Glove. Someone made a video about it that I watched. Fascinating name. But, 136,000. Sheesh. Okay, well, anyways. For years, they tried and failed, chasing leads, chasing theories, chasing cars, will do it all, and ultimately coming up empty-handed. This month, several users on the platform finally followed the right clues, right? As a user who goes by Stefan Morse wrote that he digitally edited the original image to make it look less like a fabric and more like a real person. The user did not respond to a request for comment, said in his post that he ran the image through a facial recognition search engine, PimEye, or whatever it's called, which turned up Miss Sarda's name. From there, another user, nicknamed Indigo Room, tracked down the photographer of the original image, the model that had been modified for the fabric. The picture came from a Spanish magazine in 2006, and the photographer Leandre Scorcel confirmed its legitimacy. Finally, word made its way to Miss Sarda, who was shocked to discover that she had been at the center of a years-long mystery. Speaking with the New York Times, Miss Sarda discussed grappling with her sudden digital fame. This interview was edited and condensed for clarity. Enjoy. How did you learn that people online were searching for you? It's funky. No, I'm not going to do a girl voice. I'm kidding. It's funky. One day I opened my email. This guy says, "Hello. Can you confirm this is your face?" I would love to... I hope that's actually, like, legitimately how it went down. He was just like, "Hey, is this your face?" And he just, like, censor the image of, like, celebrity number 6. It's essentially just, like, going up to someone just being like, "Look, will you just sign my damn petition?" And just, like, shoving it just right in their face. It's just fucking... Hello. Could you talk about it next stream? Talk about what? Oh, the White Make Johnny Glove? Sure. Like, if you want to send that to me, I can add that. Because I'm going to start using dockets now just because it's easier to keep track of things. I don't know why I wasn't doing that beforehand, but... Sure, if you want to send that to me, go ahead. I get that postal reference. Good, I'm glad someone did. I was hoping that wasn't going on completely deaf ears. Anyways. Did that creep you out? I said, "Yeah, it's me, but who are you?" He tried to explain, but I didn't realize it was going to be so big. What else did he ask? Do you have the original? And I'm like, well, I can look for it, but I really don't know where it is, you know? And he's like, you don't know how big this is. We've been searching for you for the past 5 years. Okay, so she's probably thinking like, what do you mean by that? You've been looking for me for 5 years, right? You know, she's just like probably dropped her kids off to practice. She's probably about to go ready to pick them up, being like, kids, we're going to be staying with grandma and grandpa for a little bit, you know, until mommy can figure out what the hell's going on, right? She's probably thinking that at this point. Like, what do you mean you've been searching for me? What do you mean this is a big deal, right? Hey, is this you? Shows picture with help wanted sticker. Oh, man. Did you have the image? It was in my agency book. I didn't think I had it because I didn't look at that book for the last 10 years, but I had it. What do you remember about this specific image? So this is where she actually goes on to explain like where this image is from directly. She said this was an editorial from Woman magazine. It was a little book that came inside the magazine with all the styles for summer. Now, I haven't seen anyone find that book specifically, but we do know that it's from an editorial in Woman's magazine. It was in 2006, and this shoot was done by Leandre Scorcel for that editorial. So that's where we got, like, so at least now we know the backstory as to where this image not only comes from and who this is, but, like, what it was for, right? So then with that, I think we can, safely say and safely confirm the solve that this image has been solved, what else? You were also on the cover of that issue of the magazine. I was wearing a yellow silk dress with no back from Versace. I really wanted to keep it. If you're a model, do they not let you keep the clothes you wear, or at least some of them? Or like, if you're a model for like, I don't know, Calvin Klein, do you get free clothing, or do you have to like still pay for it, no problem? Or is it like a what's it, like a sale or something? You get like points off or percentage off. Not gonna lie, if someone asked if an image was me, I'd be a little freaked out too, right? Yeah, no, like, if it's this subtle, like she's saying it is, like, if it was just this subtle, like, if it was just an email, discount, I don't know why I couldn't think of that word, thank you, but I could imagine, like, it was probably a little more informative, like, hello, like, my name is so-and-so, we've been looking for this image, is this you by any chance? I would imagine some more in depth than, you know, hey, this you? You know, they're like cavemen, you know, this you? No? You know, on to the next door. Boom, boom, knocks on the door. Lady answers, this you? No? On to the next one. Knocks on the door. You know, that's kind of the vibe she made it seem like when they were just like, you know, hey, this you? It's really like, hey, this you? It's like the meme. Did anything about that shoot seem special or different to you? No, it was an editorial, a really nice editorial. I never expected this would show up 20 years later. Yeah, and she also mentioned that, like, from Wang's video, that, like, they were all really nice, too, for this shoot, especially Leandre Scorcell, who we could clearly see was actually a really nice guy because he had, like, no problem just sending the original image, you know, to Indigo Room. Probably also because he felt a little slighted by the fact that some fabric-making company was profiting off of his photo. So he probably wanted to get his original work out there as soon as possible, knowing it wasn't online already. Because he must have known that that was from an obscure... Because if he was able to find it no problem, that means he definitely knew about that photo shoot. And I'm sure he had to have been aware that that was like a really obscure photo shoot, you know? So, like, you know, he's probably thinking like, ah, fuck no, fuck this Finnish fake fuck faggot. Oh, I can't say that. Oh, well, I choose, you know, Trump's in office now, I can say it again, all right? Fake faggot ass, you know, Finnish little fabric making company, you know, like, it is what it is. Like, I'm not going to let them get all the attention, but, you know, I'm going to put my original work out there. So that's, I would imagine if I was a photographer, I would probably be doing that as well. Girl wants boy. What? What? What did you say, Max? Are you still modeling? She says. Canceled? Yeah, man. Isn't that crazy, dude? First stream back, not even 3 hours in. Canceled, bro. Hey, it is what it is. I just wanted to come on here, say this shit, and then I'll be back out. Yikes! Community guideline strikes. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like that word's been being said more often, and I don't think... I've said it on stream before, and I have not ever gotten a community guideline strike for it, so... I think we should be being chilling. But anyways, are you still modeling? The New York Times reporter asks. She says, I quit in 2009, and when I quit, I really quit. My grandma got sick. I came here to support her, which was supposed to last for 2 months. Then it was longer. Then I fell in love and had children, and I never went back. It's my alter ego, you know? So if somebody that has a good idea comes by and says, come on, let's go make some pics, I'll go and do it. All right, we'll see. That's cool. How many people have reached out to you about this? I can't really count them. I have downloaded like 27 apps in the last 2 days. Yes, that. Welcome to the 21st century, Leticia Sarda. You know, or, you know, welcome to post-2006 technology, because, like, I feel like 2007 was, like, the turning point for when, it, like, technology really started to really advance. So it was like, this is photo just so happened to be taken right before, you know, we got the boom of social media. You know, 27 apps is probably nothing. That's probably, like, 1% of social media. They give you the property. Because of iPhones? Yes. Only because of iPhones. No, I'm just kidding. No, I feel iPhone was a big part of it. Like the fact that you were able to watch videos, take photos, and call people all within one phone. In 2007, that was pretty huge. Like I remember like how big that was, and I was a kid. Like I remember that was huge, but it was expensive at the time, you know. Including TikTok. Are you going to start making videos? Let's see. Why not? Again, don't think that my interviews are just for Lost Wave artists. Like I've interviewed like other musical artists who aren't Lost Wave. I'll interview other people who are related to Lost media like this. Like I would be more than happy to reach out to Leticia Sarda and conduct like an official like video interview, you know, one that's not just an article to read, or one that's not like just a Reddit AMA. Like Leticia Sarda, if by any chance you see this, I do this with everyone who, you know, gets solved in Lost Wave and in something like this. If you'd like to conduct an interview, I am more than happy to do one with you. You know, I would just have to find a way to reach out to her or to, you know, make that work. But, you know, I'm sure I could probably figure something out. Can you watch the 20-minute video, or is this stream too long? No, I'm still going to watch that because, again, like, I was planning to stream for, like, 3.5, 4 hours tonight. Like, I knew I was going to be here for a while. I knew I wasn't going to just stream for, like, an hour and a half like I had done in the past. So, I knew I was going to be here a while. So, y'all are stuck with me. Have your friends and family been reaching out? A lot of people in the street. I'm not ready for this. She's a celebrity now, dude. She's a celebrity number 6 now. Like she's a celebrity. That's what happens when, you know, you're famous. How are you feeling about the intention? I don't really know yet. And again, this is like really like a few days after this happened, so this is probably all like super fresh and real for her. So like, she goes, I don't really know yet. It's been too much for me for the last few days. I'm trying to enjoy it because after reading all the comments, nobody's like hating me or saying anything wrong, you know? So many of these people have been looking for me for so long and taking effort to find me. It makes me happy in a certain way, and then it makes me worried also. I'm trying to give them what they're looking for because they made a lot of effort, you know? Just to find a person on the fabric. Which, like, I get where her concern is coming from, but, like, thankfully, I mean, I know that this community can be toxic, and, like, there have been people who have, like, almost ruined chances of songs getting solved because of how they've reached out to other other musical artists, and, like, they may have come across as maybe rude or not polite or, you know, maybe an asshole, right? But, like, thankfully, the good thing about this community is, like, if the person they're reaching out to, like, if they're, like, a cool person, this community is usually really nice. At least to the artist, right? And, like, I know we have our spurgs and our trolls, like, you know, we saw in here earlier, but, like, when it comes to, like, actually reaching out to these artists and, like, confirming for them that we don't want your money, we're not trying to hold anyone in your family for ransom, like, we're not trying to hack you, like, we're just trying to explain to you that you were an internet mystery, and, you know, we're trying to just help confirm that if you are who we're looking for, you know? And, like, once all that gets explained, and once that kind of, like, all gets figured out between the artist and the community, like, it's usually, like, a pretty good happy ending, you know? I mean, you'll get, like, your Eddie Edmonds once in a while, which is fun to watch, but more times than not, it'll be something like this, how everyone knows that it ended, where, like, it'll just be, you know, everyone walking into the sunset with Like the Wind playing, and, you know, like, you see credits for the Earth kind of start to roll up, you know. I'm probably nowhere near up at the top, because, all right, guys, truth time, I'm not actually a billionaire. I'm not actually even a millionaire, guys. I'm poor. So I would probably be pretty low on that end credit scene, you know? Just because I imagine God values us based on tax brackets. What worries you? How far this could go? How this is going to change my life? Well, okay, well, at the same time, like, even though, like, it is a cool thing to happen, like, when these celebrities do get found, it's not like this person's going to go on, like, a world tour. You know, they're going to be a household name now. Like, their life is going to change where they're just getting offers from, like, you know, like, A-rated, like, movie filmmakers. Like, no, like, and I'm not trying to say that to be mean to her, but that's just the reality of Lost Wave. Like, even Like the Wind, regardless of how popular that song was, even when that got solved, that wasn't going to be, like, this band's not going to be a household name now. They're going to have an audience and garner attention, sure, and they're going to be known for this for the rest of their life now because it garnered so much attention. But, like, I don't think she has to worry about, like, you know, people, like, just, like paparazzis coming to her, like, little small canary town, I imagine, like, trying to just, like, swarm her family. Like, if that's what she's worried about, like, it wasn't like a mystery that made it on, like, TV or, like, like unresolved mysteries, like, you know, like those DVD, like, cassette or, like, compilations they used to, like, release back in the day. It's not like one of those, thankfully, so we're good, you know. Speaking of trolls, the trolls that said they made Like the Wind annoyed the hell out of me. Yeah, there's a lot of people that did that. And then the final question here, they said, I think it's truly hard to comprehend going viral until you live it. I can always hide. Well, that's not really a question, but she is right about that. So that was her interview with New York Times, but she also did a Reddit AMA, which, you know, it's more community-based, so it's like her directly talking to the community. So let's see what she says here. That's her right there, as beautiful as ever. And this was done on September 15th, 2024, so a little after the New York Times article. Ask me anything. AMA subreddit, you know what I mean? She says, I am Leticia Sarda. I hope I'm saying that right, as again. Celebrity number 6, ask me anything. Message from the mods. Considering the story of Leticia Sarda, if you want to support Leticia, you can do so by printing... Wait, you can buy the photo? So I can't provide a secure connection. Well, that's alright. It's a GoFundMe? As a farewell gift to our celebrity, Leticia Sarda. As we all know, Leticia has not... I didn't even realize it was a GoFundMe. As we all know, Leticia has not been in the public eye for years and is a person who's lived a normal life ever since, essentially, like 2009. We want to emphasize this was the idea of the moderators, and we do not expect or ask of anyone to donate, but willing members that would like to honor celebrity number 6 are more than welcome to donate. The goal is symbolic, and all proceeds will go to Leticia and her family. Yo, look at Justin Wang. What if that's actually? I mean, this was 4 months ago. That probably was him. Donated 200. Is that euros or pounds? Euros, right? Yeah. Donating 200 euros. That's wholesome as hell. But then look at Kevin though. Holy shit. Shout out to Kevin. I made like the win back in 1643 with some high school friends sounding ass. Ricardo Rangels is the most snaky person about TMMS. I don't even know who that is. I made like the win. Guys, alright. I made like the win. Like, we all know this now. There was a spelling error. I told them M-A-X. They put F-E-X back in the 80s. And I haven't been able to get rid of the name ever since. My drummer even designed the logo for that name. And I was like, dude, it's M-A-X. Didn't listen. But, alright, well, that's cool. They have a little GoFundMe for Leticia Sarda. I guess that's kind of, like, fair, you know. Because this fabric probably made a decent amount of money without her making anything from it. And she's the only... I guess it makes sense because Celebrity Number 6 was the most obscure photo on the fabric, and I guess the person who made it probably didn't really notice. They probably were just picking up magazines. He had that woman's magazine thing that the photo was in, and he probably just used that, right? But it's funny because she's the only person on the fabric that, like, isn't, like, really a celebrity because, like this said, she's been living a normal life since 2009 after her grandmother got sick. And so she's the only person on this fabric that wasn't really like a celebrity, because even like Josh Holloway, Orlando Bloom's pretty well known, but what's the other guy's name? The guy who's in Vikings now, right? He was on the fabric when he was younger, and like even though some of these celebrities that are on here aren't like household names like Adriana Lima, they're still celebrities and they're still living like above normal lives where they're doing like, you know, movie sets or shows still, or they're modeling still, you know, or whatever, living in above normal paying houses or above normal looking houses, right? Like somewhere in fucking Alpine Estates in Cranston. But she was like just a normal person, you know? FEX 65. I am how to basic. I made like the win, but I can't remember the band name or the actual song name. Me and my Eddie Edmond friend made the song. Don't forget Chris and Phil Booth. Yeah, dude. And produced by Paula Toledo. Fucking distributed by Dead Wax Records, you know. Anyways, let's go on to the AMA with Leticia Sarda. So, first question comes from The Real Quiz. Real Quiz asks, do you have any unsolved mysteries of your own? Perhaps a song or film that you have strong memories of that you cannot find any proof ever existed? I actually did. I searched 3 years for a movie that my mom was so scared about, but when I actually found it, she said she never saw the movie. At the End of the Stairs is the name of the movie. I saw Justin Wang covered it. She's probably referring to Al Final de la Escalera, which, yeah, that was the movie. Because that was also covered in the Wang video. Does she just, like, respond, like, to one message or one question? Or did she, like, actually, like, conversate with them in here? Doesn't look like she does, so... Yeah, alright, so we'll just stick to the question. So, Mavis J asks, hi, Leticia. Leticia, now that it's confirmed you're the mystery face, will you use your powers for good or for evil? Always for good. I'm a good girl. You know who said that? The most evil person you know. So, keep an eye on her, fellas. Keep an eye on her. I don't trust her. She's there's a reason why she's on a remote island in Africa and not in Spain anymore, right? That's her HQ for all the mischievous things she's gonna do. This is by Deleted. I don't have a question. I just wanted to say that I think the way that you reacted to this is awesome. You seem like a really nice person, and this couldn't have happened to anyone better. Thank you. That's so sweet of you to say. Llamas for Valium says, it has to be acknowledged, you look incredible. What is your skincare routine so I can copy it, please? I try to be as healthy as possible. I don't have any brands that I use, but I use a lot of sunscreen, and I don't wear a lot of makeup. Listen, she brings up a very good point, and I think, like, it's a very good point to be said that women are naturally beautiful. Like, me personally, like, you know, like, they just look better without makeup, you know? And, like, I guess, like, I get, like, you know, women will put on makeup, that's just a part of it. Like, that's just a part of female culture, I completely get that. But for me personally, I'm a person, like, I love natural beauty, you know? And she is definitely a person who has natural beauty. She didn't really have much makeup on, maybe besides, like, foundation in that photo, but, you know, she brings up a very good point. So, I'm just saying, natural beauty, I'm all for it. If you want to wear makeup, of course, that's your choice. Do whatever you want. But listen, feel beautiful. Let your natural beauty show. Let the world know who you really are. Who gives a fuck what they think? You're beautiful, and you know it. And that's all that matters. You know what I mean? If Like the Wind was made in the 60s. Alright, next question. What is your favorite sunscreen? Did she answer that? No. I'm curious, because, Banana Boat was always in my house, but, I don't know. I don't really know any other brands. 2 hour mark now, Keck? What? Dude, we're at, almost 3 hours. What are you talking about? Where have you been for the last, 45 minutes? How did you feel when you found out about the whole situation? What went through your head? OMG, what's gonna happen? Why me? I don't think much about this, and suddenly everyone wants to know about me, and I'm trying to show that there's a real person behind the picture. But since it's happened, let's have fun with it. Maybe I can make some new friends or go on new adventures. I'm enjoying it and having fun. She seems so innocent. She has no idea how internet culture works. It seems but it's adorable because she's I'm just living my life, doing my own thing, just a mom with 2 kids, and now bam, you were the face of one of the biggest internet mysteries, Phone still says 2 hours for me. Well, buddy, you have a phone that was made in Santa's workshop by the autistic elf, okay? Because it is 3 hours in to this stream, not 2. Anyways. Hi, Leticia. How was your Sunday so far? This is asked by... Okay, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. And I went to Poland. But I don't know if I can pronounce that. Zwodka Ziloneczka. Ziloneczka. Yeah. Zwodka Ziloneczka. Teddy, did I do that right? You can confirm for me. 2 hours and 46 minutes. Thank you, Jordan. I'm really curious. Oh, wait. I just realized. There we go. Alright, so she asks, Hi, Leticia. How's your Sunday so far? Sun is shining. It's a nice day in the Canary Islands. I took my kids to soccer practice, and now this. Wholesome as hell. Hopefully your kids are going to become the next Ronaldo. Someone should ask if her kids are starting varsity or if they're trash. No, I'm kidding. This is one of the Canarian paradises. Alright. Tough Excitement asks, I'm really curious, when you found out that thousands of people were searching for you, how did you go about sharing the news with your friends and family? Must have been quite a moment. How did they react, and did you get any funny or unexpected responses where they might have thought you were joking or out of your mind? Also, Celebrity Number 6 movie? Listen, if there's a Celebrity Number 6 movie, let me at least be in one, fucking, whatchamacallit, thing. 2 hours and 46 minutes. Wait. Let me be in one scene, right? Let me just be I don't know, a news anchor guy or something. Let me get one scene, bro. Just trust me. That's all I need. It's just one scene. I'm good. Anyways, she answers, I didn't tell anyone. I just told the father of my children when I went to pick them up. I sat down and talked to them. Everyone else just found out and started calling me. I'm really private and not the type that calls people to tell them the news. Damn, so they had to find out for themselves. My name's not Jordan, bro. I thought was alright. Well, never mind. You literally said your name was Jordan earlier. I thought you did, or maybe I misread it. I don't know. What do you mean, dude? You weird? Unless you're talking to ACT. I thought you said your name was Jordan. Jordan Corson. That's your full legal government name, just like Charles Entertainment Cheese. Hello, Leticia. Bit of a random one, but what's your favorite ice cream flavor? Yogurt and mango. Interesting. Oh, that's a photo of her. Screenshot from Leticia's Instagram live. Oh, I didn't realize she did a live, too. I saw the AMA. I didn't realize she did a live. I said it wasn't? Oh. That was someone else? I gotcha. Okay. What was the original photo shoot themed around? The photo shoot was just about upcoming friends for that season, what to wear in the summer or spring. Yeah, we talked about that earlier. Have you ever walked a runway? Yes, I used to. As you know, I'm not really tall, so I used to run in some Barcelona in the first years. You can be like a supermodel, or you can be funky. I'm also not great with heels. Wait, what does that say? You can be like a supermodel, or you can be funky. Is that because she wasn't really tall? Probably. Anyways, Mad Voyager asks, Hi Leticia, now that you've been exposed to the world of lost media, is it something that interests you in general? I can't imagine how weird it must have felt to be such a big part of it now. I never heard about this kind of stuff before. I had no idea people were out there looking for this kind of stuff. Yeah, well, Maximus John Millionaire. Bro, why did you find my social security number and post that online, dude? What is wrong with you? What's up? Did I miss anything? Description? You missed everything, description. Oh, yes, description. You missed a lot. See, I'm caught up now, but my description ain't. Children learn from a lot from their mom, but can you tell us some stuff you've learned from your children? What do you mean by that? I know it's innocent, but like, why is that the first thing you said? To be naughty again. That's what you've learned from your children. Okay, well, Canary Islands for you folks, ladies and gentlemen. Wonderful. Alright, this comment was deleted, so I guess we'll move on. What is your favorite food do you cook? I try to cook, but I would like to be better. Just no time for the long prep. I love sushi. Sushi is goated. Do you remember anything particular from the photo shoot that day? I remember it was a nice day, and I really enjoyed doing it. I was changing agencies, and this was the first job I got with the new crew. Everything was amazing. The makeup, the clothes, the people, the photographer was so nice. And it's good to see that almost 20 years later, he was just as nice for helping resolve this mystery. So, shout out to LaAndrea Scorcell. You're actually an OG, so, you know. MJM better than MLM. Yeah, literally. I'm going to change my name to John. Or you know what? I'm going to like keep my name like it is now, but I'm just going to add another first name to it. So I'm going to have like 4 or 5 names in my name. How many of these are left? Or how many of these? All right, she did a lot of these. So again, we'll look through a few more, and then we will. Honestly, I think we'll just watch Teddy's video that he has for us, and then I think we'll wrap up for tonight. Because again, it's a 26-minute video, so we'll watch that. I'll save reactions for another time for next week, because I'll build a docket for next week again, and we'll just keep doing it like this, just because I like it better this way. And then yeah, that'll be it for me. So we'll read a few more of these. Let's see here. Dangerous Kale asks, if you could have any superpower, what would it be and why? She responds, my kids always ask me that, and I never know what to reply. Maybe to solve the big problem or to make people healthy. Let's say the power to organize the whole world again. I couldn't agree more. We need it nowadays, Leticia. Please save us. June asks, hi Leticia, do you have any bucket list dreams you still want to achieve? And have you achieved any so far that you can share with us? So many, a lot of them. Every day I look for new challenges. And then Gauntlet asks, if you hadn't gone into modeling, what career path would you have gone into? I always said I loved photography and always wanted to be a National Geographic photographer to take photos of amazing animals in the middle of nowhere or anything including travel. You building a doc of Lost Wave recommendations? Well, kind of just like a docket for like anytime I stream, just to have like things laid out if I'm going to be talking about things, if I'm not just going to like shoot the shit or game or whatever, right? I want to be a little more organized with my streams, so just trying to make it more organized. You recommended it? Alright, well, I don't remember you recommending it, but we'll say you did. We'll say you did. Because again, that could have either been 5 months ago or 8 months ago. We don't know, because there was a huge gap where I just wasn't here. What's the most random impulse buy you've ever made? Cavalli sunglasses. They were really uncomfortable. Damn. Alright, here we go. How'd you get into modeling? Duckies asks. She responds, that's a cool story, actually. I was never the pretty girl in school, Cap, and a friend who did photography asked me if I would be like a model, or if I would like to be a model, and he even got me into the agency meeting. I worked locally until my mom said it was okay for me to move overseas. Okay, yeah. Really? She wasn't the pretty girl in school? Isn't that crazy how that happens? Like, what school does she go to, right? Because I've also heard stories that, like, Margot Robbie, when she was younger, she was considered, like, the not pretty girl in school either. But, like, my opinion, I think she's absolutely beautiful. You know, granted, like, I get it, money, you know, a lot of expensive things to put on your face and skin to take care of it. Like, I get it. But still, though, like, there's no way she was considered, like, ugly in school. There's no way she was either, right? There's no way. So, anyways. OMG, hi Leticia. Well, I've never been this early to an AMA before. Can you please give us your top beauty secrets? What's your take on Botox, injectables, fillers, yada yada? I am pretty healthy. I do pretty much what everyone else does. Bit of mascara, moisturizing, sunscreen, all the usual stuff. Alright, last question here, and then we'll move on to Teddy's video, because I can see he's still in chat. Hasn't said anything, but he's still there, and he's waiting patiently for me to react to the 26-minute video that apparently he made, according to his donation. So, I can't wait. So, Aquamarine271 asks, what is it like living in the Canary Islands? And she responds, you know, in Europe, they call us the fortunate. We are a group of 7 islands. We have amazing weather, never too hot, never too cold, incredible beaches, hiking south and north with different beaches. Tenerife is beautiful. You can have a really nice life, paradise. Sounds just like Rhode Island. We got beaches, incredible beaches. We have 7 islands. No, I'm kidding. It's a horrible place to live. Don't ever move to Rhode Island, Leticia. If you ever see this, if you can take one thing from the stream, don't move to Rhode Island. It's too expensive for no reason. But with that out of the way, only I can talk shit about my state. No one else can unless you live here. Let's look at the 26-minute video to end off tonight's stream that Teddy has made me. I'm assuming specifically for me to react to on the stream tonight, or for me just to react on stream. Regardless, let me make sure I'm caught up on super chats. Imagine she was considered the most ugly person in her school. Bro, she's going to like... She must be going to school with like people from like different galaxies and like Star Wars characters, because like, what? Thanks for stopping by, Ningwem. Hope to see you. Mine is 6 minutes shorter. Yeah, we're saving that for another stream. We're not doing that tonight then. If it's 6 minutes shorter than his, that's not saying much. I hate living in the Northeast because of winter. They haven't been bad here, but yeah, they can suck sometimes. I will say though, I look at it as that's probably the best thing about New England is the fact that we only get, like, the worst weather we usually get is snow compared to like hurricanes and, you know, tornadoes like other places do. Like, I think we're pretty lucky. Okay, are you named... Wait, what the... No. What is this? What is... Okay, well... When is your next stream? Well, it'll be... I mean, after tonight. Maybe after I watch this. Maybe never, because... Teddy, what is this? What's Reich is Reich? Hitler's Redemption? 26 minutes! But to answer your question, Jay, I will be streaming next Thursday, probably same time, 6 p.m. Well, I hate living in... Oh, I already read that. Yeah, well, we got 26 minutes of this to go through. I see why he was willing to donate to me. It's crazy. We just went from the most innocent of things, you know, talking about Leticia Sarda, how she's living a normal life, she's gaining all this attention from celebrity number 6, and how she's just enjoying it, right? And then there's this. This is the side of the streaming, this is the side of the Maximilianer stream that some of y'all maybe are familiar with, maybe aren't. But if you're not familiar with Teddy, oh, you're about to, you know, become one with him tonight, because, you know, this is something he made. 26 minutes of it, so let's give it a watch. This is the greatest thing I ever did. Oh, I'm sure it is.
I actually can't believe you wrote this. That's fucking hilarious. In the dimly lit...
Wait, first off, who is this guy? Teddy, who... Wait, so you mean to tell me that you actually... Is this someone that's actually reading your story for you? Because, like, who's this guy?
Streets of Berlin. In the dimly lit streets of Berlin, where shadows lingered like secrets, Adolf Hitler trudged through the remnants of his life. The cobblestones glistened with rain.
There's no way that's a Teddy face reveal. There's no way that's a Teddy face reveal. Yeah, you joined it 3 hours too late. We got a 26-minute video, so, you know, we're still going to be here for a little while, but thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate that, Sinking Ships fan. Cope and Seethe, and yes, he's a streamer reading my story. Wait, what's his name, though? I'm curious, because, like, I'm curious who this is and how you got him to read this. But...
Trudged through the remnants of his life. The cobblestones glistened with rain, reflecting flickering streetlights that cast his figure in an ethereal glow. Broken and tormented, he was a ghost of the man he once claimed to be. A soldier who had fought on the fringes of morality and lost. Years of being the Führer of Germany had hardened him.
Oh, that's actually his name, Copenseed? Oh, I see it right here. Okay. I thought you would tell me the Copenseed. That's too funny, though, bro. What? What is this?
Years of being the Führer of Germany had hardened him, crafting the Friedenprinzip? I've got no idea how to pronounce that. Thank you, Teddy. From the tumult of war. Hitler had misinterpreted valor. In his twisted reality, violence was a calling, not a curse. The task force he had been a part of became infamous, not for its heroics, but for murdering Jews.
Ah.
Christ.
Is this guy, like, is he familiar with your ways of doing things, Teddy? Because, you know, if he's not, then this poor soul has no idea what he's reading or what he's getting himself into.
Oh, fuck me. Right, okay. I Copenseed does not endorse the writing of Teddy. His hands had been stained with blood, not just the enemies, but innocent lives caught in the crossfire, a fact that haunted him day and night. Hitler knew that the road to redemption isn't going to be easy. He knew that there would be people out there that would never see the change he went through that night in the bunker where he felt like there was no way out, only to be saved by the Lightbringer, a benevolent being that sent Adolf on this path. Jesus. Adolf's first mission was simple. He was meant to save a young Jewish boy by the name of Smel Smith from his former ally, Joseph Mengele. Joseph! Hitler yelled out. Oh, Hitler, I missed you, Joseph replied with a smile and a look of fondness for Hitler. You cannot harm that Jew, Joseph, Hitler yelled out. Joseph, confused, shoved the young Jew to the wall and in a confused whisper asked Hitler, What? Hitler, with regret in his eyes, said, Joseph, we were wrong. The Jews are all right, bro.
What am I?
Fucking...
What am I listening to? So Hitler's having a redemption arc, huh? I never thought I'd see the day. Maybe for John Swan, maybe for Augie, hell, maybe even for like Tipster or Boogie. Never saw it. Well, actually, maybe if Boogie can do it, then anyone can. What a fascinating story. Oh, it's just getting started. Max, have you heard about the Guglielm solves? Probably, because again, I just know songs being solved based off like what their placeholder name was and like what they're called now. I never like, I'm horrible with knowing like what's a Guglielm song or what's like an NY80s tape song, but it has like a few, you know. Is this lore? Yes, this is relevant to the Maximillionaire channel. This reminded me of the Book of Sega Genesis by Legon Drugs.
What? I can't believe you wrote this. It's actually insane.
I can believe it.
Joseph, full of hate, grabbed the young Jew and screamed at Hitler, How could you? You were my messiah, my mentor. Now you side with them. Hitler looked down with a look of guilt, knowing that Joseph is a reflection of him, and said yes. He took out his Luger and shot his friend. Smel Smith looked up at Hitler, still shaking, and asked, Why did you do it? Hitler replied, What's Reich is Reich, and walked into the sunset. Do the right thing.
Cue Subways of Your Mind. He walked into the sunset. Oh my god. What's Reich is Reich. Teddy, I don't know when you made this. Oh, this is way back in August. Damn, so like the win hadn't been solved yet. I was going to say, you know, you could have played Subways of Your Mind out of that. But didn't expect to come back to Hitler. Yeah, well, don't forget Teddy's here, so. Again, this is just your typical Maximillionaire stream. You go from this Lost Wave to Lost Media to Hitler Redemption Arc. You know, it's just your typical Maximillionaire stream.
Is right. And walked into the sunset. Do the right thing. Adolf Hitler paced his sparsely furnished training room, practicing kung fu in an effort to reshape his fate. It had been a week since he had taken the life of his former ally, Joseph Mengele. To save a Jew, but Hitler knew his journey to redemption isn't over. He sensed it, an inevitability. The Lightbringer had remained silent after the fateful encounter, but such silence was merely the calm before the storm. After a long week, the Lightbringer finally came with a mission to stop a neo-Nazi known as PewDiePie. Hitler appreciated that this is going to be a bigger challenge than just shooting Joseph and saving some random Jew boy.
They're gonna meet on the bridge. All right, Teddy. I know we're still new to this, but please tell me Hitler meets him on the bridge. All right, how the worlds would collide. Is this why you lost your YouTube revenue? As if I ever had any. I mean, no. I still have plenty of sponsors from like Helix and Honey. Oh wait.
But it was a bigger challenge than just
I don't even know anything about Honey. I just know that they're like a scam, apparently.
shooting Joseph and saving some random Jew boy, but it was a challenge he was willing to face. So he traveled to Japan, throwing himself into the shadows. Hitler scanned the surroundings, murmuring the philosophy he once embraced. But now, with each step, the echoes of that ideology felt less weighty, more hollow. PewDiePie, he whispered, before positioning himself outside. There he would find the source of his movement. PewDiePie looked at Hitler with disappointment in his eyes. Look at you. You're such a pussy-ass bitch now, PewDiePie said with a voice filled with disdain. Hitler just looked down, not out of shame for who he is now, but who he was. PewDiePie, the opportunistic Nazi, took a second to calculate his next move, and then suddenly...
Who just Jewified me? What does that say? Maxa Horowitz? That's crazy. Max 1000 Alright, well, listen. If y'all are going to be mean like that, then I'm just going to stop streaming. I'll see y'all later. Have a good night. Imagine.
Opportunistic Nazi
That'd be me if I was,
took a second to calculate
Canadian
his next move,
or Boblox.
and then suddenly, bam, he punched Hitler. Hitler stood tall.
Wait, what did he say?
And then opportunistic Nazi took a second to calculate his next move, and then suddenly, bam, he punched Hitler. Hitler stood tall. He took out his sword, an ornate piece that gleamed with an eerie allure. He was ready to engage in combat. PewDiePie was quick and deadly with each punch. Hitler became weaker, and right before PewDiePie could deliver...
Yeah, that's right. Real hate is winning right now. That's right. Yeah, Hitler's bad, but PewDiePie, real hate, is actually beating Hitler right now. That's crazy.
A blinding light enveloped the horizon, and from the radiant beacon stepped forth the Lightbringer. PewDiePie, the Lightbringer shouted. Hitler knew the fight is over, and let out an enthusiastic, "Yeah, baby!" I hate you, Teddy. The Lightbringer shot PewDiePie with a bazooka.
Just picturing in Hitler's voice just going, "Yeah, baby!" What is this, bro? This is what I came back to, huh? I leave for not even a year, Teddy. And Adolf Hitler has a redemption arc. It wasn't enough for Celebrity Number 6 to be solved, or Like the Wind to be solved, or the Countdown not to be waited for anymore. No, we had to have a Hitler redemption arc. A 26-minute long one at that, so. In an Austin Powers voice, at Teddy. Yes.
I hate you, Teddy. The Lightbringer shot PewDiePie with a bazooka, turned to Hitler, and said, "Keep doing the right thing."
Right. Or, right, excuse me.
Listen, 40 people were prepared to sit here and listen to me, like, talk about Eldritch Horror, and they are missing out, right? They have left, and that is on them. Fucking hell. Let the right one in. In the depths of his tormented sleep, Adolf Hitler found himself enveloped in swirling shadows. The air crackled with a disquieting energy, a spectral disturbance that tugged at the edges of his consciousness. His nights had grown restless of late, plagued by echoes that seemed to pierce the veil between reality and void. "Help, help!" the voices pleaded, echoing through the corridors of his mind, shrouded in desperation. At first, he dismissed these sounds as mere remnants of his troubled psyche, a byproduct of the weight on his shoulders and the crimson visions that dance behind closed eyes.
Why is this, like, actually, like, pretty verbose? Like, Teddy, question, how long did this take you to make? Because this is an actual novel. I would have been done streaming by now, usually, when you send me a video, because they're usually, like, never 26 minutes long, maybe anywhere from, like, 5 to 10. But how long did this take you to make? I'm scared a Hyperborea ref is gonna get mentioned.
Yet,
Let's see.
on his shoulders and the crimson visions that dance behind closed eyes. Yet, as the nights rolled on, the urgency in the voices clawed at him, drawing him towards something greater than himself. And then came the Lightbringer. He appeared, sublime in his ethereal glow, a figure that could command both terror and awe. Clad in robes that shimmered with a brilliance that seemed to eclipse the very darkness of night, the Lightbringer bore an otherworldly presence. The shadows recoiled as if they paid homage to his radiant being. Adolf, his voice boomed, melodious yet laden with the weight of ominous knowledge. You have another mission. Hitler felt the ground beneath him tremble, his heart racing as he beheld the celestial entity. I understand, he said with a calmness. The Lightbringer replied, raising a hand and summoning forth images that danced like spectres in the air. You were really getting into this, weren't you, Teddy?
Yeah.
You are to turn your gaze eastward. Poland is in danger. Hitler had
Not
a look of
Poland.
shame after the mention.
Yo, I was just there.
Poland. You see, back when he was the Führer, Hitler and the Polish people didn't see eye to eye. No.
What are you talking about,
and it's
Teddy?
educational.
What are you talking about, Teddy? What do you mean by that? No, that's crazy.
Oh, God. How can I go there after what I did, he screamed, desperation tinging his voice, almost breaking under the weight of regret. After all the Poles I killed, those Polacks hate me, I know it. The towering figure of the Lightbringer, a shimmering embodiment of redemption, stood before him, solid, yet compassionate. Adolf, the Lightbringer replied, his voice as soothing as a balm for a wounded soul. Please, I know this is hard, but you're the only one who can save Poland. Hitler then replied,
Could you imagine that, huh?
Okay.
Hitler being the only one to save Poland. Imagine the scenario in that world, huh? But again, this is the redemption, so let's see what happens.
And save Poland. Hitler then replied, okay, that's all well and good, but how do I even get there in time? With a gentle gesture, the Lightbringer poked his nose. I'm sorry, Teddy, did you write Hitler got booped into your fucking fanfiction? Jesus Christ. The Lightbringer poked his
Did you,
nose.
Teddy? Oh, whoops, that off. No. Where was I? Hold on. Where was I? Come on. I'm looking at it on my phone. I was at like 8 minutes, I think. Hold on.
I know this is hard. Embodiment of redemption. Know it. The towering figure of the Lightbringer, a shimmering embodiment of redemption, stood before him, solid yet compassionate. Adolf, the Lightbringer replied, his voice as soothing as a... Hitler then replied, okay, that's all well and good, but how do I even get there in time?
8:55?
I'm sorry,
Oh,
the
thanks.
gentle
I'll just put it over
gesture,
here.
the Lightbringer poked his nose. I'm sorry, Teddy, did you write Hitler got booped into your fucking fanfiction? Jesus Christ. The Lightbringer poked his nose. In an instant, the shadows enveloped him, and with a disorientating rush, he found himself standing at the edge of a city in Poland. He took a moment to collect himself, scanning the surroundings before he remembered his purpose, to find Wugentadowiki. I have no fucking idea.
Wait, what
The
was
elusive
that? Hold on.
Polish key surroundings before he remembered his purpose, to find Wugentadowiki. I have no fucking idea. The elusive Polish politician who was secretly a serial killer, who sought power to fuel his insatiable hunger for blood. Finding this man was a crucial step in redeeming himself. After hours of searching, he approached a Calufius Tavern, known to attract the city's political elites. In a shadowy corner, he spotted Kalakiski, a man of a
It wasn't even a Polish name. I just wrote gibberish. Well, it's crazy because it sounds like a fucking Polish name. He's like Rujicki. Like, I can't tell you how many names I heard that sounded like that while I was in Poland. Also, how did you know what I was doing, like, while I was in Poland? Like, you made mentions of a serial killer and... I wasn't supposed to say that.
In a shadowy corner, he spotted Kalakiski, a
Kalakiski.
man of alarming charisma, with piercing eyes that could draw a crowd or shatter it in an instant. As Hitler approached, he felt a familiar surge of power and fear thrumming beneath his skin. Adolf Hitler, Kalikovsky said, controlling the tremor in his voice as it spilled out. We need to talk, Hitler replied. Kalikovsky looked up, amusement dancing in his fierce gaze. I know your intentions, Hitler began, his voice low but urgent. You mean to build power from the ashes of others, to feed your hunger for violence. I can't let you do that. A thick silence fell between them, but Kalikovsky leaned in, intrigued. You're in no position to preach, Adolf. I've come to change, he retaliated, desperation clawing at him. You don't have to do this. There's always a path away from darkness. Kaliskowski laughed, a sound that chilled Hitler's spine. A long stare passed between them, and for a moment the air cackled with potential. Kaliskowski finally broke the silence. You offer me wisdom? You've become a shadow of your former self. I pity you.
Anyone else kind of find themselves kind of getting wrapped into this? I feel like, just sitting here listening to this, I feel like I'm actually kind of getting into this now. This is like getting juicy. I don't have any popcorn or anything, but, you know. Yeah, I don't got anything. Fuck. I can eat these pens?
With potential. Kaliskowski finally broke the silence. You offer me wisdom. You've become a shadow of your former self. I pity you. The Lightbringer's teachings flashed before Hitler's mind, urging him to press on, though he felt like he was wrestling with the darkness within. No, trust me, please, he insisted. Your power doesn't need to stem from destruction.
He goes, this is getting boring. I'm dipping. Good night, Max. Thanks for stopping by, Jesse. Hope to see you around again soon.
Psychs me, please, he insisted. Your power doesn't need to stem from destruction. We can break this cycle together. Save the people who still suffer. Kaliskowski just laughed as he grabbed a knife from the table, his eyes fixed dangerously upon a group of Polish children who had wandered too close to the tavern.
Oh my god.
Oblivious to the darkness lurking within its walls. He lunged towards them, a predator in his element. Adolf felt the primal surge of protectiveness rise within him. The chilling laughter that had engulfed the tavern abruptly faded into silence as time seemed to slow. In that heartbeat, he faced a choice: to stand back and let evil reign unchallenged, or to act. With a frantic pulse, Hitler drew his own knife, the steel glinting menacingly in the dim light. He lunged at Kaliskowski. Hitler struck, swift, visceral, and desperate. The knife found its mark, plunging into the side of Kaliskowski. Time resumed its march as the world screamed back.
That last attempt of him trying to say Kaliskowski or whatever the hell it is, it's not like he just gave up. He was like, Kaliskowski. This is too much for me.
Plunging into the side of Kaliskowski. Time resumed its march as the world screamed back into existence. The tavern erupted into chaos. Kaliskowski's eyes widened, the piercing gaze turned to one of disbelief and betrayal. With a final shudder, he crumpled, the laughter extinguished. His ambition snuffed out like a candle in a tempest. As he stood there, breathing heavily over the still body of his rival, Hitler felt the bittersweet sting of victory. He had acted, but at what cost? Left brain, right brain.
Wait, what? Teddy, did you write left brain, right brain in that, or is that something that this dude just said?
Left brain, right brain.
Oh my god. Wait till...
After the defeat...
Next chapter? Oh, this isn't even done. Oh, okay.
...of Kaliskowski, Hitler waited in silence. As he sat there contemplating... What the fuck is wrong with me? Okay, it is like 5:30 in the morning. The choices that had led him here, Hitler suddenly felt a stir in the air. The heavy tension crackled, sending shivers down his spine. The shadows danced more vigorously, and a radiant glow illuminated the far corner of the chamber. From the dimness, a figure emerged. an ethereal being draped in light. The unfurling of wings made of shimmering beams. The Lightbringer had arrived. Adolf Hitler, the Lightbringer intoned.
I'm waiting for the
voice
Lightbringer to be, like, revealed at the end. I know this. You said there's going to be chapters, but assuming maybe, I don't know, let's say the Lightbringer is maybe only in this story. I'm hoping that, if not in this episode, then in the next one, or in the future one, he gets revealed, because I'm curious as to who the hell the Lightbringer is. It's going to be some reference to something Hitler related. It's going to be some twist. I already know it, but... Or it's going to be like Nicholas Diorio. I don't know. It could be anything in between, but we'll just have to fucking wait and see.
The Lightbringer had arrived. Adolf Hitler, the Lightbringer intoned, the voice resonating with both authority and comfort. You have fulfilled your duty by killing Kawaskovsky, but darkness thrives in shadows. Your next mission awaits. The conflict that has embroiled Israel and Palestine for generations cries out for resolution. Jesus Christ, Teddy.
Wait, what did you say?
The conflict that has embroiled Israel and Palestine for generations cries out for resolution.
Oh no. We're going there, aren't we?
Jesus Christ, Teddy.
Oh no.
The Lightbringer continued, surveying him with a gaze that pierced through time and space. You must travel to Israel, where you will confront its leaders, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and President Isaac Herzog.
Now, even Hitler knows that this is too much. Even Hitler's got shook to his core by that. As soon as he said Israel and Palestine, even Hitler was like, Yo, what you talk about, Chief? Even he was like, what?
Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and President Isaac Herzog, and you shall urge them to come together to put an end to the bloodshed. What gives me such power? Hitler responded, the embers of defiance igniting within. They will hardly heed the words of a defeated tyrant. You possess the ability to reach into the hearts, to reveal the futility that fuels animosity, countered the Lightbringer, shimmering with intensity. Your darkness can guide them into the light, if only you accept this chance to bend the arc of history away from destruction. Tentative. Everyone's just like, Teddy, no.
Oh yeah, what was this dude's chat like with you, man, when, you know, they were listening to this? Half my chat's gone. They were like, I can't do this, I'm out, bro. Like, what? Half my chat just didn't know what this was, and they dipped.
God. Teddy, why would you do this? Teddy, what choices led you to this dark path?
Oh, trust me, I've been asking the same question. Never to be answered.
Accept this call. Tentatively, Hitler agreed to speak with Netanyahu and Herzog.
They were loving it.
How can
I'm sure they were.
How can the shadow of my past bring forth any good? The shadows must be illuminated by the light of understanding, the Lightbringer responded. You're not merely a reflection of your past, but an embodiment of potential redemption. Accept this call and confront the darkness that has enveloped humanity. Fucking can't.
Bro. I like how you don't even show, like, the video. It's just, like, you started off showing, like, this guy's stream and, like, him about to read this, and then you just... you just cut to this. Is this supposed to be Hitler just, like, a lone ranger with his only dog over the mountains, you know?
This is a choice, Teddy. In a blink, the character faded away like mist, replaced by the bustling streets of modern Jerusalem. The air thrummed with anticipation, a stark contrast to the solemn whispers of the Lightbringer. He stood, clad in a simple dark coat, feeling the weight of the world upon his shoulders. As he made his way through the historic streets, the suffering etched into the faces of innocent people, the unyielding grip of cycles of violence. It fueled his purpose, igniting his desire to speak to those who held the keys to change. He finally found them, seated in a regal conference room atop a grand building adorned with symbols of utility, resistance, and resilience. Netanyahu, the stern but charismatic leader, and Herzog, the compassionate pragmatist, engaged in subdued, tense conversation. With steady resolve, Hitler stepped inside, interrupting the flow of their dialogue. Shock ripped through the room as they turned to face him. Disbelief framed their features.
Right? Like, just imagine it's like, you know, modern times. We got modern day leaders, right? And Hitler just walks in, and you're like, you know, you're battling, you know, you're arguing Trump this, Kamala that. Oh, the hate is Hitler. And then you're like, what? Hitler, right? Imagine. Gee. We still got 10 minutes. Yo, I swear to God, I thought we were, like, almost done with this. We still got 10 minutes left of this. Yo. I thought we were, like, almost done. What? I got exactly 10 minutes. Look, damn.
hooted through the room as they turned to face him. Disbelief framed their features. Who dares? Netanyahu began, his voice low and laced with astonishment. I am Adolf Hitler, he proclaimed, the weight of his name heavy in the air. You may wonder why I stand before you, a spectre of cruelty and violence. He paused, measuring their reactions. But I have come to compel you towards unimaginable peace. What madness is this? Herzog interjected, though curiosity flickered in his eyes. I once thrived in darkness, driven by hatred and division, but now, Hitler continued, his voice rising, I stand as a man stripped of power and purpose, seeking atonement. It is true my past weighs heavily on these shoulders, yet those shadows provide clarity, a realization of the futility of conflict. Netanyahu's brow furrowed, his skepticism evident. And you believe your twisted history can persuade us to cease the war? What could you possibly know of our suffering? More than you think, Hitler argued, stepping closer, unyielding. I made a shit tons of argued, stepping closer, unyielding. I made a shit tons of Jesus Christ. Teddy! I made shit tons of Jews suffer in my day. The pregnant silence enveloped the room. Herzog exchanged glances with Netanyahu, and in that moment, fleeting thoughts of possibility ignited in the air between them. I propose a gathering, a summit, Herzog finally said, his voice steady. A ceasefire while we discuss the terms of peace. Months later, as the atmosphere of hostility thawed, Israel and Palestine took a monumental step towards peace. A historic agreement was announced in a ceremony filled with hope and determination. The shadows of the past began to dissolve before the promise of a shared future. As part of the reconciliation, both nations unveiled statues honoring Adolf Hitler for single-handedly ending the Israel-Palestine conflict.
Well, isn't that
Dear
great?
fucking
Wonderful.
Lord. After decades of chaos and destruction,
So, I'm starting to see I think I'm starting to see the bigger picture here. This is a story where Adolf Hitler, is supposed to be like the savior, like the guardian angel who's gonna go through all these times and save people, and it's Hitler, right? That's the premise here, right? That's what I'm getting at. It's like Hitler's supposed to be like a messiah saving people, but it's Hitler. That's the premise of this. This sounds like one of those like early 2000 Flash games that just didn't give a fuck. You know, like the early 2000s just didn't give a shit. It's like a game. This sounds like a game concept. Like you play as Hitler, but you're a good guy, right? Like you have to, as Hitler, you have to stop the evil in the world, and as Hitler, you fight you stop the Israel and Palestine conflict. You fight Vladimir Putin. That's the kind of shit this story sounds like it would be. So Teddy, if you ever do make this a video game, make it one of those indie 8-bit what was that one game I used to play? I think it was, I don't know if y'all ever played this Flash game called Hobo. It was this side-scrolling game. There was 5 of them. It was online. You just walk to the side of the road, you just beat the shit out of people, puke on people, shoot them, and it was super graphic, super raunchy. But it was fun. I feel like this would be very much like that.
Dear fucking Lord. After decades of chaos and destruction, the Israel-Palestine conflict had finally found a peace because of Adolf Hitler. Hitler thinks his journey has reached its end. The Lightbringer disagrees. You think your work is done? The Lightbringer asked, his voice echoing in chimes. There's still one more step on your path to redemption. What more could I possibly do? Hitler sneered, his arrogance flickering like a candle's flame. The world is full of children yearning for guidance. Teddy, what did you do? The world is full of children yearning for guidance, the Lightbringer replied, gesturing towards a vibrant city where laughter and dreams intertwined. You must read to those who have been deprived of hope, an act of giving, a seed of change. Teddy? Reluctantly, Hitler followed the shimmering figure to a humble community center. Inside, underprivileged children gathered, their eyes wide with curiosity. He opened a warm book. Hitler begins reading. I am Sam. I am Sam. Sam I am. That.
I guess that's the joke, but I seriously thought he was going to start just reading Mein Kampf. I thought it was going to be gather round, children, gather round, right? Let's read a book together. Mein Kampf. right? Like, no, he started reading fucking green eggs and ham.
I am Sam. I am Sam. Sam I am. That Sam I am. That Sam I am. I do not like that Sam I am. Would you like green eggs and ham? I do not like them, Sam I am. I do not like green eggs and ham. Would you... This is just an attempt to get me to read Sam I am. This is just you putting in
I don't trust
Sam
it.
I am. You could have just asked me to read you Sam I am. You just copy and pasted the PDF of Sam I Am into this fucking fanfiction, didn't you?
I hope, like, when he was reading it, like, the rest of it just looked like a paragraph, like he was reading. And then the part where you actually just copy and pasted green eggs and ham, like, it looked like you copy and pasted it, because, like, it's formatted like a fucking poem, where it's, like, instead of, like, a full page, it's like this, and it just goes down. Like, I hope that's what made him think that you just copied and pasted it.
Into this fucking fanfiction, didn't you? It's exactly what you fucking did. I know you're not typing, because you're giggling to yourself in a fucking dark corner, you absolute prick.
He's right! You know, he's right. This guy makes a good point. You know, that's probably why you're fucking not, like, messaging in this chat, too. Because, like, at least for me in my chat, you're probably not sitting there and giggling in your little corner, bro. You're sitting there waiting in your corner, waiting for me to react to shit like this, bro. That's why, you know, like, you're there. Like, there's the reason why I'll never be with just 0 viewers is because Teddy will always be there in the back right until the end when I'm going to be reacting to shit like this. Like, when he sends me shit like this, he's there the whole stream. Don't forget about it. He just won't say anything. This guy makes a very good point.
Prick.
He's waiting for me to react to his shit. Oh, what are we gonna do with him? Cope and Seethe, what are we gonna do with Teddy? What happened? Is he still laughing?
You know what?
Oh.
Fuck you. That Sam I am, I do not like that Sam I am. Would you like green eggs and ham? I do not like them, Sam I am. I do not like green eggs and ham. Would you like them here or there? I would not like them I would not like them here or there. I would not like them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am. Would you like them in a house? Would you like them with a mouse? I do not like them in a house. I do not like them with a mouse. I do not like them here or there. I do not like them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am. Would you eat them in a box? Would you eat them with a fox? Not in a box, not with a fox. Not in a house, not with a mouse. I would not eat...
He's just reading green eggs and ham. You actually just copy and pasted it.
Eat them here or there. I would not eat them anywhere. I would not eat green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am. Would you, could you, in a car, eat them, here they are. I would not, could not, in a car, you may like them, you will see, you may like them in a tree. I would not, could not in a tree, not in a car, you let me be. I do not like them in a box, I do not like them with a fox, I do not like them in a house.
My question is, how'd you convince this guy to read this entire novel? I thought this was gonna be like some, like, you know, like, auto-generated voice thing reading this, or hell, maybe by some stretch of the imagination you would, Teddy, but, you know, that was wishful thinking. You made this poor sap read this whole thing, huh?
With a mouse.
Featuring green eggs and ham.
Like them here or there. I do not like them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am. A train, no,
you have not taken your
train. Could you, would you, on a train, not on a train, not a train or there. I do not like them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am. A train, a train, a train, a train. Could you, would you, on a train, not on a train, not in a tree, not in a car, Sam, let me be. I would not, could not in a box. I would not, could not with a fox. I would...
Oh. I'm so sorry. I thought, like... I seriously... listen, it's been a while since I've read Green Eggs and Ham. I thought it was going somewhere entirely different when he said it, train. As soon as he said train, you know, it's Hitler we're talking about, okay? My mind went somewhere else. That's why... Okay, well... Thankfully, it's just the continuation of Green Eggs and Ham.
Sam, let me be. I would not, could not in a box. I would not, could not with a fox. I would not eat them in a house. I would not eat them here or there. I will not eat them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam, I am. Say in the dark, here in the dark. Would you, could you in the dark? I would not, could not in the dark. Would you, could you in the rain? I would not, could not in the rain. Not in the dark, not a train, not in a car, nor in a tree. I do not like them, Sam, you see. Not in a house, not in a box, not with a mouse, not with a fox. I will not eat them here or there. I do not like them anywhere. You do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam, I am. Could you, would you with a goat? I would not, could not with a goat. Would you, could you on a boat? I could not, would not on a boat. I will not with a goat. I will not eat them in the rain, not in the dark, not in a tree, not in a car. You let me be. I do not like them in a box. I do not like them with a fox. I will not eat them in a house. I will not eat them with a mouse. I do not like them here or there. I do not like them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam, I am. You do not like them, so you say, try them, and you may.
I feel like I'm getting trolled here. Like, this is fucking... This is my Andy Kaufman moment, bro. Again, how'd you get this guy to read this whole thing? Like, he read it. You had to have donated to him. Otherwise, because I wouldn't have done this for free. I would not have read this whole thing for free. You had to have donated to him.
Say, Sam, if you let me be, I will try them, you will see. I like green eggs and ham. I do, I like them, Sam, I am. I would eat them in a boat. I would eat them with a goat. I will eat them in the rain and in the dark and on a train and in the car and in a tree. They are so good, you see. I will eat them in a box and I will eat them with a fox. And I will eat them in a house and I will eat them with a mouse. And I will eat them here and there, I say. I will eat them anywhere. I do so like green eggs and ham. Thank you, Sam, I am. $2 from Raccoon. We are concerned but intrigued, Teddy. Thank you very much. As Adolf Hitler finished reading the tale.
Right, just as Adolf Hitler just says that so casually. As Adolf Hitler finished reading a children's book to a group of kids.
As Adolf...
You didn't donate? Well, this guy really must have coped and seethed after this stream, because the fact that you got him to read this at, like, what do you say, it was 5:30 in the morning for him? You've got some, like, wizardy magic shit, bro, because... Sheesh, bro. Again, I wouldn't have done this for free. That's all I'm saying.
As Adolf Hitler finished reading the tale...
That's all I'm saying.
Fuck's sake. As Adolf Hitler finished reading the tale, the room erupted in delighted applause. The children's faces lit up with joy, their innocent laughter swirling in the air like bright butterflies. He beamed at them. Their smiles momentarily dissolved the weight the world he carried. The light bringer, with a gentle pat on Hitler's shoulder and a huge smile, leaned in, whispering, "Now you are redeemed." Also, Hitler is gay and fell in love with his barber Joffrey. You might be thinking, what about Eva Braun? Well, she's a dumb tramp and Hitler deserves a man he can rely on. Hi, this is Teddy, the author of What's Reich is Reich, a beautiful...
Oh, we got a post-credits scene. Oh, that's great. Wait. Oh. We got an author's note. Oh, man. Well, first off, 12 out of 10 story. I can't believe it was over that quickly. Lord of the Rings has got some serious competition if you make 2 more parts to this.
Hi, this is Teddy, the author of What's Reich is Reich, a beautiful redemption story.
Right.
A lot of people may ask, why write a redemption story about Adolf Hitler? And you gotta understand that I believe that anyone can be redeemed, even Hitler. Anyways, keep a lookout for my next book. It's plain to see the story of Osama bin Laden falling in love with an infidel.
It's plain to see, huh? Yo. Wait, hold. What did that just say?
In love with an infidel.
There's a song at the end? What? That's crazy. We really got a Hitler anime opening before GTA 6. Isn't that book wild? The story is that he sarcastically challenged the chat to write a Hitler fanfic, thinking what, who would, and, well, someone did. You know what? I think...
Dude, how'd you get Paramore to fucking make this song for them, Teddy? Or how'd you get Avril Lavigne to sing this, dude? Oh my god.
This is the real end credit scene, isn't it? Not Like the Wind. For some reason, I don't know why I keep calling it that. Well, listen, Teddy has proven. Listen, if you're feeling bad about yourself, if you feel like a piece of shit, Teddy is
Can you
just.
take me back to my Hitler fan fiction, please?
Teddy has shown the world that anyone can redeem themselves, even Hitler, right? Where there's a person who exists, there's a fan base for it. And on that note, thank you, Teddy, for the video to watch to end this stream. Thank you to everyone who's come by tonight for this stream. Thoughts? Oh, this was a magnum opus. Fucking, I can't wait for it. It's plain to see. I will be reacting to that on stream whenever you make that. And I'm assuming that there's going to be a third one for another individual. Review it? I just did. So there's your review. Keep up the great work, Teddy. Thank you everyone again for coming by for tonight's stream. I had a lot of fun covering Like the Winds, Celebrity Number 6. This, that was, what can be said about that? That was interesting. Will there be a full anthology? That's what I'm wondering, because God knows we need an update for this. But in the meantime, I'm gonna get out of here. Been a while since I streamed, so I'm glad to be back again. Just so we're not overdoing it, just once a week on Thursdays, probably around the same time I started tonight, 6 a.m. Like the Wind and subscribe. Yes, Girl Wants Boy said make sure to subscribe. I will see y'all here sometime, probably again 6 p.m. next Thursday. So, like I always say to everyone, please stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, stay solved, and stay identified. All right, don't let those Lost Wave or Does get to you, okay? Stay known, keep your name out there, keep your identification on you at all times on your persons, and I will see you all next week. Good night.